Too much light in here right now to see anything else. So
Many
um,
mirrors. Look at all that.
yeah, the whole thing is the whole thing is a glass, right? And then the ceilings are mirrors. I think on Maravilla, the elevators are all mirrors as well. So this should be deck 16. So this is the on the back here. This is the top deck. So this deck is called Miami Beach. So there's some music up here, but when I get around to the other side, I'm going to mute it. So this here is called the Bridge of Sighs. And you can see here, you can see down.
Whoa! Holy mama!
So this bridge has a glass floor, and you can see down to deck. I think that's deck 7 down there. So you can see all the way down to deck 7.
Nice.
This is on the very back of the ship, so nothing else back here. So, and I'm a little freaked out. What happens if this glass panel gives out?
You'll be flying.
Yeah,
9-story
it's
dive into the swimming pool.
exactly.
At least there's a
So
pool.
I'm gonna before I mute my mic here, though, I'm gonna give a little bit of background information here. So up here to up here is a zip line. There's 2 zip lines side by side, so 2 people can go at the same time. So and it goes down here, and then it goes in up here to the receiving end. I have not seen it operating yet, though. But every Seaside class has these zip lines. So so I'm getting close to the music here. I'm gonna mute my mic.
I saw while he's doing that, I want to thank everybody for coming in. Diego Hutton's here. Eddie Lugo Studios, Denise from Bonfire Travelers, Alice Lugo Studios, Clark Family Adventures, Armour Phillips, Cool Background Ross. Yes, yes, it is. Jeremy Farino, what you doing? He's walking around the MSC Seaside, giving us a tour of the whole place. So we're checking it out. He's shown us Meraviglia lately. Now this is Seaside. He's on a 3 to 4 day cruise, and then he'll be back to Florida, and then in another week he'll be in the Wonder of the Seas. So Emily, welcome in. Thank you for coming in. DJ, family and friends, travels and more is also here. Um, Scott Smith, hello, sir. How you doing? Hopefully everything's going well. Kristen Sin is also here. Sharon, thank you very much for coming in. Scott Smith again. And yes, beautiful ship, says Scott. So let's check out and see if he has something else to say so we could keep listening to he does. Scott does his tour on the MSC Seaside. Apparently, there's still some music going on, so we'll wait for a little bit longer. By the way, I am 9 p.m. tonight, so we could follow the Down Under Cruisers at 10 p.m., including with Helping Hands for Cruising.
He's not on tonight.
Say that again.
He's not on tonight. He posted on Facebook that he was not coming out tonight.
I didn't understand, Mike. What was that?
He's not on tonight.
Oh, he's not on tonight. Okay.
No,
So it's up tonight then. We'll continue to see what happens later today after Scott gets done with his tour of the MSC Seaside, which is going to be great. So, I mean, I'm liking what he's doing. So, Alice wants to know if the Seaside is decorated for Halloween. Doesn't seem to be that way so far.
No, the Italians are not really into Halloween.
Okay. He just started on the top, so he hasn't gone through the body of the ship yet. So I will call this the Miami Beach, like the Lido, and our deck color is too nice. Hi, Donna. Welcome in. Yes, DJ. It looks very nice. Look at all the lights and everything. When I play music, and this guy is walking all over the place. I see a lot of late this night. Donna says, "I'm tired. How you doing, Alex Lucas Studios?" We're hanging out. We're hanging in at home. Yeah, she's tired too. She had a whole week now home for the weekend.
This is Ocean K at night,
Nice.
and you can see the lighthouse down here. And I don't know if you see these lights flashing down here. That is Lighthouse Beach, and they are getting ready to kick off the beach party down
Nice.
there. And then, of course, they do this show. The lights here on the ship are kind of obscuring the lighthouse lights, but and the island is not. I mean, this area in here is all lit up because this is like where the shops and all the main area and stuff is. But then, like further out, the only thing that's lit up are the path lights, nothing else on the island. So, and then all of these lights here, all these buildings, this building right here, there's another building right over here. This is where the crew live. So there's a crew on the island year round, 24/7. So, then up here is the water park. These are slides that go out over the side of the ship. So I'm gonna. It's a little bit crowded back that way, but I'm gonna walk back and see if I can show you the water park. It's like a bamboo theme. They also have an obstacle course, like a ropes course, like they have on Maravilla. So apologize for the wind. Some woman just coughed in my face. Very nice of her.
It doesn't feel that bad. It doesn't sound that bad. So you're still good.
So this is a kids area.
Nice. Hey, Mike, there you go.
So obviously nothing is going on in here right now, but I'll try to pan the camera up and around so you can see here. That's like a rope bridge that goes in between those two. And then up here is some of the slides. And then, of course, there's this fountain running during the day. And then the really high slides, you have to go all the way up. They go all the way up there. Of course, this is like, your typical water feature that fills up with water and dumps a bunch of water down every so often. And then all the way up there is the basketball court. It's a pretty cool area for kids in here. There's like a suspension bridge here you can walk across. There's another one over here on the other side. And then there's also some slides over here where, just like the other side, where they come down. They're dark colored, so you may not be able to see them because it's so dark out, but they go out over the side of the ship, and then when they're done, they come down here and splash out, and this is all filled with water. So, and then this is where you pick up the inner tubes. So you do have to carry the tubes up there with you. So what's Jeremy saying?
Yeah, he wants to know how long are you there till? That's late to be in port.
We're here till 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So this was a very unique sailing in that we got here at 8 o'clock this morning. We're staying overnight. Leaving at 2 o'clock tomorrow and sailing back to Port Canaveral. So it's just a 3-day cruise.
It's
But not every 3-day cruise has an overnight. Most of them have a day here and a day in Nassau, but this one is overnight here in Ocean Cay. So with a midnight beach party that I don't think I'm going to be attending. Too much to see and too much happening here on the ship. It is an absolutely beautiful ship. I really can't say enough about it. But it's very different than Maravilla. And I have to say that I think I like Maravilla a little bit more. So this is an indoor pool area here. It's really big. It's massive, actually. I'm surprised how big it is. It's called the Jungle Pool or whatever. Has 2 hot tubs in here, and there's a bar in here as well. And of course, it's got a roof, a solarium roof on it, so that they can open up on warmer days. But it's a really nice, decent sized pool, and it's got a shallow ledge that goes all the way around it, and then of course the center is deeper. And it's jungle themed, kinda, sorta, in here. A lot of loungers and stuff like that, and a lot of seating over here on the side. It's really pretty cool. I was in here earlier today. There was quite a few families and stuff in here swimming, even though it was, just a gorgeous day today. I couldn't have asked for a better day. It was absolutely a perfect day to be on a tropical island. It was not a cloud in the sky, sunny, warm, nice breeze blowing. I actually went to the far side of the island where we're docked at right now. The absolute opposite side of the island is what they call Bimini Beach, because it's the northernmost part of the island, and it faces the island of Bimini, which you can't see; it's too far away. But it does. Bimini is further north from there, and I actually fell asleep because it was just such a perfect day, and I was just so relaxed. So I fell asleep for 2 hours. I woke up. I was like, "Thank God we're not, leaving tonight, or I might be looking for a way to get back to Florida."
Yeah,
So.
Scott. He wants to know is how are the drinks? Is there a favorite drink you have on MSC?
No, I don't think MSC makes any kind of special drinks that I necessarily love or not. So I had a blue Hawaiian drink earlier. It was okay. It wasn't great. It had 3 different types of rum in it and some. I would say it was kind of like a blue White Russian,
Ooh,
similar.
right.
So this is Yacht Club here. Obviously, I can't get in there. But that's here on deck 18. So the other thing I wanted to point out here too is this ship has these stupid Carnival Vista elevators where you have to push the button for the floor that you want to go to, and then it tells you which elevator is going to come and get you. And you can't change your mind. You have to go where you said you were going to go. So,
Gamer wants to know if that pool that you just showed us, would you swim in it?
oh yeah, I would absolutely swim in it. Yeah, I mean, it was, as I said, it was as you could see, it was a really big pool. Plenty of space. It's nice and deep. Would totally swim in it. Would swim in the outside pool as well. This floor here is also Yacht Club. So this is deck 17. I'm heading down to 16. I think it's only not deck 17. I'm sorry. It's deck, there is no 17 because the Italians are superstitious about 17. So that was deck 16. This is deck 15. So I believe it's only 18 and 16 that are yacht club.
It's a little bit more pricier, right, to go to that.
In most cases, a lot pricier, but nowhere near as expensive as the equivalent, like the equivalent level, say on like Royal Caribbean. Carnival doesn't have an equivalent level, but Royal Caribbean has one they call Star Class.
Yeah.
So typical Star Class suite on a Royal Caribbean ship is anywhere from $13,000 to $27,000 per 7-day sailing.
Nice.
The average yacht club suite is anywhere from 2,500 to 13,000, with the average being about 5,000.
Jesus Christ.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So my
Yeah.
wife and I are on MSC Maravilla in February on a 7-day cruise down to the Bahamas. So we're going to Nassau and here to Ocean Cay and back to New York on Maravilla on February 4th. We have a yacht club interior cabin, and we paid $2,700 for it for 8 days.
All right,
And one of the things,
So
I noticed, Scott, is with the balcony rooms in the yacht club. I would say they're equivalent to what you would pay for a balcony room on the Oasis class,
yeah,
the older
definitely.
ship. So
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
definitely a value.
Oh yeah,
So
I mean, it's absolutely the best value. So I mean, I would do it. Now I submitted an upgrade for this sailing to Yacht Club, um, and I lowballed them at $250.
yeah,
Um, they came back and said they came back and countered with $650, which would still have been a deal, but I was just like, for a 3-day cruise, I'm probably not going to spend that money on it or whatever, just because I don't think 3 days would be enough to experience Yacht Club. But if it was a 7-day cruise, would have totally did it. So,
how's the food on board?
the food I think is about on par with, what you'll find on the other lines. It's, um, I mean, it's average, I mean, they have a lot of the same dishes, although because it's an Italian ship, there's obviously a lot of pasta, and, there's a few unique items and stuff that they have that are kind of more European dishes, but basically it's the same kind of food, and it's a hit or miss. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it isn't. It really just depends, you know, on a couple of different things. So this is deck 8, and this is the first area of the shopping. Is spa demonstration area or whatever, and of course, as you can see, they're selling the standard watches and stuff like that here. This is the sports bar in here. I'm not sure if there's going to be music, so I'm going to mute my mic until I can figure it out.
All right. So when you get back, Scott McNeil wants to know if you do the status match, and Gamer wants to know if there's an engine tour of the ship. If you know anything about it, I don't think MSC does the tour of the engine, but I believe they do the match with other cruise lines. So we'll hear from him or anybody here in the uh, on the panel wants to talk about that. Uh, any of you guys TAs want to say anything about the matching system, how it works?
Yeah.
Sure.
So each of the cruise lines and some of the hotels also do status match. Like with Carnival, um, platinums and diamonds match at MSC's gold. Same as Royal's highest matches at MSC's gold. So if you have one of the highest statuses of any of the cruise lines, they'll match one status down than the top with MSC.
Nice.
Although Greg with SCT Adventures used his Hilton match points, and he actually is at the top level. So
Interesting.
yeah.
And they also match with the airlines as well, and as you mentioned, hotels. But I looked into it with my status with United Airlines. I would be top tier.
Nice. Yeah, check out my Southwest Airlines then.
So
If I get lucky.
I used Royal Caribbean Diamond and got gold.
You need that card, right?
And now and then I've sailed quite a few times on well, this is my 4th MSC sailing, and I have 3 more booked between now and February. So I'm anticipating actually making Diamond on my own through those sailings, and then I'll be able to keep it, which is their top level Diamond, or sometimes they call it the MSC Black card. But I will be able to keep it as long as I sail once every 36 months. So this here is the kind of the hub or the central area of this class ship. So this, I'll be heading down there to deck 5 then to kind of do a pan around it. But as you can see, there's a stage down here. Of course, there'll be a big party in here. Everybody will be on all the different levels. Of course, there's the signature Swarovski crystal staircases that you'll find on all the MSC ships. And then this here is the MSC shop over here. So on Maravilla, all the shops are on the same level. I think deck 6, but they're spread out all across deck 6. On Seaside, the shops are scattered between 3 decks. The first one being here on deck 8. This is, of course, the MSC branded shop where you'll find everything in here that says MSC on it. Of course, this is a full scale model of the Seaside, and this is the pewter one. And then they also have this little one here. And they have a Lego one.
There you go, Mike.
That's because they got a partnership with Lego.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's like I said, it's a really beautiful ship. I mean, you know, I don't want to complain about it in any sense, but I don't know if it's because Maravilla was the first MSC ship I went on, but I don't know. It seems to me that this one's just a bit kind of cheaper and flashier, and Maravilla just seems a little bit more just a little bit more elegant and regal to me. Again, it's just my opinion. But this, as you can see here from the video, as long as the video the video looks perfect on my end, but I don't know what it looks like on your end. But if it looks even half as good as what it looks here on my end, you can tell. I mean, the ship is very nice. It's beautiful, right? Just for me, it's not Maravilla.
Kurt from See Me Traveling said the same thing, that his favorite ship was Maravilla.
Yeah.
Of the ones he's been on. He's been on that one as well.
Yeah, I can't wait to get back on Maravilla again. November 19th. Looking forward to it.
I can't wait for World America either. Are you going to
I'm definitely going to get on it. I'm just not going to get on it in probably the inaugural time period, but I'm definitely going to get on it. So, so this is the Sea View Lounge in here. It's kind of more of a laid back kind of vibe. As you can see, it's, you know,
Feels
it's
like
got private.
a nightclub.
Yeah, it's got private tables and lamps and things like that. It's
I don't
pretty
see
nice.
I don't see the pole dancers. What happened?
Yeah.
Pole dancers.
Hey,
Okay.
all right.
So I'm gonna head down one deck. Okay, so I'm about to get in trouble in here, Eddie.
Well, will you get in trouble?
I'm about to get chased down.
All right. Yeah, let's see you run.
It's about to be sir, excuse me, sir,
Get out.
sir,
Guido's gonna get
sir.
you.
Could you, sir? There's no cameras in the casino, sir, sir.
Run, Forrest, run.
Turn around. They might be right behind you.
He's not gonna turn around. He's gonna keep going forward.
And then this is the theater in here.
Nice. All right, guys. He'll be
Bathrooms.
stopping at a bar to get a drink.
How about the casino bar? Yeah, be like,
Yeah. Let's do that and keep filming.
look. Can you imagine? Okay, there's music down here.
All right. Tinkerbell, it's in the house. Antoinette Fun, thank you very much for coming over. So KK Travel, Sea Cruise Fun is also here, and his other channel also. Scott McNeil still here. Thank you guys. And who's peeping me? Tinkerbell? Somebody else. Hold on. Somebody on the ground here. ¿Qué pasa? We got a full house.
Oh man, I'm low. Hang on.
Not the 9.
Pump myself up a little bit.
The 9 shooter.
Hold on. Let me make some changes here. No, I should have should be here and then here.
Try to keep them separated.
That's right. Let's see what they're doing on the screen. Ooh, somebody spilling chocolate all over the place. Look at that.
Oh,
my Lord. I would love to be there with a plate on the knee and catching all that for me.
I wouldn't even put the plate, just put my head there. Open my mouth.
Say, "Ah."
Yep.
Oh, now you preset and they become little bowls of chocolate. Yum. That is so weird that this late and they're working. You know, they're still working out there. Well, even though it's only 9:35. But that's impressive. That's crazy. Rocking it. Look at that. Ooh, ice cream. Oh, gelato. Let's go get some gelato. I don't see prices, man. Come on, what are the prices of those things? What the hell? You only live once.
They sell them by the key. I think in metric weight.
Ooh.
So this bark is $12 for 100 grams.
Hey, what?
Yeah, it looks like everything in this case is $12 for 100 grams.
Wow.
Holy mama.
Nickel and diming you.
And then this here is just some other chocolates. Looks like some but I do not see prices on that. $10 for 190 grams, maybe.
Well, it's a snack.
Yeah. So this is just a little bit of the end of the seating area of this whole chocolate. This chocolate place is way more impressive than the one that's on Maravilla. Not that the one that's on Maravilla is not impressive. This one's just very different. Of course, there's music over here. And then again, this is the third level now where the shops and stuff are. So again, like they're not just on a single level spread out. They're spread across multiple levels. Of course, this is a liquor and cigarette store. You can also get some incidentals in there, I guess, aspirins, toothbrush, toothpaste, things like that or whatever. Then there's also, the perfume store and stuff over here. And then there's the back entrance into the theater is down that way. And then this here, I believe, should it's either here or one level down. I think it's one level down is where I showed everybody this morning on the morning show about this place where you can get these pictures of your irises. So I believe that is one level down. I'll be going out here and down. Check that out. I think this guy is getting ready to play here on the stage as well. So I have to mute my mic. So this is the excursions desk in here. This is the Shine Bar over here. Lots of seating. Lots of people waving.
Look at me over here waving too. Like they're waving at me. Oh, yeah, yeah.
And of course, this is another unique feature of MSC. When you do your online check-in for MSC, there's not an opportunity for you to set up an onboard expending account like you can with all the other cruise lines. Instead, what you do is when you get on board, there's a bunch of these throughout the ship. You get on board, you scan your card here, and then you put your credit card in. It puts a $250 hold on it. That's how you establish your onboard spending account. You cannot do it prior to that. You can do the whole check-in, get your boarding pass and your luggage tags, but you cannot set up an onboard spending account like you can on the other cruise lines until you get on board and visit one of these kiosks. You used to be able to do either or, but the last two MSC cruises I've had, the online check-in process did not have an opportunity to do a credit card on the check-in, so I've had to do it on board here. But it's a really fast and easy process, and there's a bunch of them all around, so you don't really have to wait. You can just go and find one that somebody's not using and set your account up, and you're ready to go. So I'm about. Looks like this guy is playing. I'm gonna get out of here, so I'll be right back.
Ooh, look at the sparkly stairs.
Yeah, those are nice.
So this is guest services over here. I'm not sure. I think you can book spa packages and stuff over there on this one, and this is the photo center in here, which then of course takes you back to the place I was talking about. So.
Cool. So Scott, how's the weather?
It was 87 degrees today and about 1,000% humidity. Light breeze was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
So is the heat?
Every
Is
place
the
on
heat
the
on?
planet, every place on the planet should be exactly like that.
No.
So no air conditioner for you?
No, the heat is on in my cabin, Keith.
Holy family, come
About
on.
140
You're gonna
degrees in there.
fight, though.
Yes, the heat is on in my cabin. So here, you'll probably recognize this from the pan this morning. So this is where I stood and panned last night, but I'll give you a little bit more close-ups to it. So this is it. So again, I don't have exact pricing on it right now or whatever, but I believe this is the machine where you sit here and you put your chin on there. It's very similar to an optometrist kind of thing, and you it scans your irises. Now they will let you. I did find out they will actually do it, scan your irises, and let you see what it's going to look like and show you some examples. Like you can see here, they kind of added some effects around it and stuff like that. Same over here, they've done some different effects around the irises and stuff. So they do different things with it. They will actually do all of that for you for free and let you see what it's going to look like and let you see options and stuff like that. And then, of course, if you're interested in it, then you'll do whatever you're interested in and pay for it. But you do not have to pay for it initially. You can kind of do it and see what it's going to look like. Oh,
Kind
They
of
have
gives
that
me
on Maravilla.
2001: A Space Odyssey vibe.
but of course they even slip something under your door about it, or like into the fun, like not the fun times, but the daily planner or whatever. They slip something in there or whatever, indicating that this is all the rage and in Paris and Rome and other places in Italy or in Europe, and that they're just bringing that here. So there's a picture of the Bridge of Sighs. Looks like they do all the kind of custom photography that they do on the other ships and stuff as well. Um, so this is deck 5, I believe it is, which is the bottom deck. The only place to go from here is the med center. But there's more to see outside on deck 7. So I'm gonna head back out here and get on the stairs and head back up to deck 7 and then go outside. There's gonna be some music going on, so I'm gonna mute my mic.
Hey Scott, do they have the iris thing on the Maravilla? Oh, never mind.
No. This is the first ship I've seen it on. It's definitely not on Maravilla. Although I guess it's possible they could add it, but it was not on there last week.
Gotcha.
Maybe they're testing it out on the Seaside and then eventually put it on the other ships.
Yeah.
That iris thing gives me the 2001: A Space Odyssey vibes. My God, it's full of stars.
It's pretty nice though.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very nice.
Very
it
nice.
gives you a nice perspective. I would like to see on Alice's eyes on that. She's they look green, but they're hazelnut. So I mean, no hazelnut, hazel. I'm thinking of coffee already. Oh, me, I got my mind on coffee already. Oh my, oh my, oh my. So we'll see. Let's wait for him to get back into sound, and then I will bring him back as a solo. Jennifer's here too. DJ family and friends still here. Don't forget, depending on what channel you're in, go ahead and if you're mine, hashtag ELS. And this way your links will pop for other people that they don't know you. They get to see your link and hopefully go and check you out. Marjorie Ambroise, you're also here. Thank you very much.
Right.
And Jennifer says it would be cool to see Chloe's since she has light blue eyes. That's nice. Something for her to get later when she's growing up and get older. She'll be like, "Wow, what is this?"
Mm-hmm.
Should be interesting. Master Dre is showing us drinks. So he seems like he's ordering a drink. Nice cocktail hour.
I'll have one of everything, Scott.
To go.
I'll take an old fashioned.
They can just pour it through the microphone. I'll get it on my end.
Can I get a Long Island iced tea?
Don't worry, Scott's paying, so you know what? You get everything.
That's right. Put him on his card. I heard that, Joanne. What is he ordering?
So, does MSC have unlimited drinks, or is the drink limit?
They have drink packages.
No,
Yeah.
no. Is it a limit like Carnival, like 15, or is it unlimited?
I think it's limited.
I think it's limited.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't buy any of the stuff. You know, I don't drink at all. So, but I believe they do. Let's wait till Scott gets back and he'll be able to tell us. Or he ordered his drink of the night.
I don't know because NCL is unlimited.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Glock, how was your business trip?
It was expensive.
Made a lot of investments.
Yep, they were bad investments though.
Oh wow.
The late night ones.
Well, that's what you go there for, to either go forward or behind. So
Yeah.
Well,
That is a
It was fun.
yeah,
that
I
is
had a lot of fun.
what happens if
that is an
Vegas
all
stays there?
inclusive. That's an all
Even
inclusive
your money.
bar right there.
Every time
They
I
got a
go
lot
there.
of stuff up there.
Yeah,
So, what steakhouse did you do, Mike?
we did Gallagher's
Okay.
in New York, New York.
Okay.
My,
Next time you go out there, go to the one I told you about. It's old school Vegas, and it's absolutely fantastic.
Well, we went to the D the one time and went to the one in there, and that was a good one.
Yep.
I can't remember what the hell it's called. But yeah, it was I got New York strip, mashed potatoes, and 3 shrimps, which was shrimp scampi, and
Yep.
my bill was $132, I think.
Oh my
ouch.
God.
Typical.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
That's typical price in Vegas on strip.
Yeah.
For a steakhouse. The place I was telling you about, they have do crab legs that are about yay long.
Yeah.
King crab legs.
Alaskan king crab legs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Lobster tails are usually like off 2-pound lobsters. So
You eat in that place. You eat. I mean, I was there over 20 years ago, so I don't remember much about Vegas, but it looked nothing like it does now.
no.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
you know, it's a view of the atrium, I will say, whatever that is. Nice, nice, nice.
Long pour.
He started that crap again.
Long pour. Wait a minute. Hang on. I think I might have a pour for him. Hang on. I got to find something. Oh, here we go.
I think Jeremy froze.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Jerry's frozen, yeah.
Jeremy's a stiff.
I'm frozen.
Yeah. We hear you, but we can't hear you.
Yeah. Looks like he's
Oh,
posing
okay.
for us.
You're like looking sexy there. All by yourself.
See Jeremy, and then in the background, I see young Jeremy.
Yeah. Bruce, what's up? How you doing?
I am doing fantastic. It is a great day. Did my check-in at midnight for the
that's right.
cruise. Get my check-in is at 10 a.m. Got to
Cool.
get on that ship and start the party. Can't wait.
So when do I check in?
You will check in on the 15th.
Oh my God, I'm gonna get the
15th.
leftovers.
Midnight
So-
tomorrow.
No,
Yeah.
you'll still get. I mean, when I used to check, we would still have, because everyone that checked in last night and that did not take the 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Some of them, picked the afternoon. So
Yeah.
yeah, you'll still have some good times. When we've checked in, 2 days after platinum and diamonds, we still got some pretty good times. So you'll be good.
Now, let me
I'm
ask
wondering
you,
how strict they are on it.
being handicapped, do I get a shot at going first? Or
So
no?
are you taking your scooter?
I'm taking my walker.
Okay, but you can
Because on Norwegian, no matter.
I will talk to you off the show.
Okay.
Give me a call tomorrow.
Right.
Because we can have you get assistance, and you'll get on the ship quick.
Because on NCL, we go in after Haven, having
Okay.
been handicapped,
Yep.
So
Yep. Call me tomorrow. We can get that set up with Carnival. That they will take you on the ship in a wheelchair, and you'll be one of the first ones on.
all right, cool.
You won't have to wait till they call your zone or whatever. You should get on pretty quick.
All right, cool. Thank you. All right, we'll do that then.
Here's
Hi,
Scott's
Tinkerbell.
long pour right. Here's Scott's
Hello.
long pour right here.
What about Lumpur?
Give me
What?
push you on, Eddie. Give me push you on the ship.
Oh yeah, sure. They just bring him in. That's it. They're not gonna carry me around. All right. I'm not
I'm
keeping
saying
the
don't
water.
push you on there so that I can get on first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. If they let
Remember,
you,
Mike, it's push on. That's it.
that's what he say. Yeah. Once we get to the ship, it's gonna throw me overboard. It makes it a lot easier. Get on the witch, I won't be able to freak out and or move or anything.
Ross, I like your butter toast.
Butter toast.
Yep.
That's a good question for the muster drill. Do they have butter toast on the ship?
He's gonna throw you the phone at you.
If they do, that would be bananas.
He's gonna curse you out. See?
Right.
Oh, no drink yet. Oh my God. I like that Cheryl showed Texas toast. You know how much butter you gotta put in those things? Oh, yum yum yum.
Yep.
Excellent idea. I think when we go to Galveston next year, we're gonna get on the way back, pick up a couple bags of Texas toast and bring it.
Yeah. I like to make grilled cheese with it. It's really good.
Nice.
So
Okay,
I
perfect.
spit
Well,
uh,
Go ahead.
Eddie.
Yeah.
I aren't letting for the boot for your cruise for 2 more weeks. I talked to the manager, and she is going to at least get the pricing for me, but nobody will be able to book for 2 more weeks because it has to be exactly 1 year out. They won't let you book more than a year out.
Oh, you talking about the Viva?
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the Paradise for Tampa.
Oh, okay, fine.
So,
Okay.
hopefully we'll get those on Monday, but no one's going to be able to book it for 2 more weeks, but we'll at least have the pricing.
Yeah, I've been promoting it with the guys in the morning. They've been allowing me to do it, so I'm appreciate that they do. So we've been pushing it every morning, and also in the evenings and Tuesday night. Somebody's bowling. Oh, nice. All right, 2 weeks. Keep putting the word out there. Make sure that I keep putting it on my 2 groups. Mike and Rheanna are working hard on the Facebook group also. And every chance we get, we talk about it. And even Tinkerbell and Mike also talks about it. So that helps. selfie. All right, so we'll do that.
Every little push we can to try to get everybody on board. That's what we plan on doing.
Amen. I want it to be a nice big group of creators going too, and have a great time. Hopefully, we'll have a great time. We could do it again on Alice cruise in January 2025. All right, Mr. Scott is
full
back.
bowling
What
alley
he
on
has
that
to
thing.
show us. Yeah.
Great.
All right, Mr. Drill. Nice bowling
Of course,
there.
you can't be on an MSC ship without visiting the bowling alley.
Yeah.
Right.
Boliche.
By the way, the drinks suck.
So you didn't get a
Ain't good
long
enough.
pour?
No, and he had to look. It took him like 4 tries to get the lime to stick.
Rookie.
So I'm not sure if there's music back here or not. So we're gonna find out.
Whoa, what is that?
I know, right? That's beautiful.
That's right. Is that a Chevy or Plymouth? Well, Scott is not into cars. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what happened? It's with the Art Deco stuff there. Nice.
That's a pretty cool place.
Was that a golf gas pump?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was called the Garage nightclub. So this is deck 7 aft. The when I first left my cabin and got in a glass elevator, they were up here, and you couldn't see because it was too bright in the elevator, but it looks down onto this pool.
Yeah.
This is the entire back of the ship. As you can see, it's very similar. It's similar to XL, similar to Prima, similar to Scarlet and Valiant Lady. So, and of course, this deck goes all the way around the ship. It's pretty much like it is on XL, where it's seating and some outdoor seating. It's a lot of loungers and stuff, but then it's also outdoor seating for some restaurant venues and stuff as well. So, and then up one deck, it's kind of weird too. The buffet on most cruise ships are, it's high up. It's usually like deck 15, deck 16, something like that. But on this ship, it's deck 8. So it's kind of weird. I didn't expect to find it on 8 because when I went up and looked around, I was like, well, where the heck is the buffet? And then somebody said, oh, it's down on deck 8. And I was like, yeah, because that's where you'd expect it to be. So, I'm going to head up here to deck 8. I'm not sure if the buffet is open now or not. Should be because that's where the pizza is. So, apologize for the wind. Look, the crew are in there getting yelled at by the suit. They're saying, you didn't smile enough tonight. If anybody hasn't figured it out yet, I don't have much of a fondness for the head waiters. I'm sure they have an important role in everything, but when they come over and ask me how my dinner was, I really feel like they're really more or less earning their gratuity, and they could really care less how my dinner was. So it's just my opinion.
Telling them they forgot to flip the huevos rancheros.
Yeah. So I don't know if these doors will open and let me in there or not. We'll see.
Ooh.
So these drink stations here, there's 4 or 5 of them. They're obviously on, in the same areas. This is back of the buffet. Not typically open for dinner, but is open for breakfast and lunch. Also a seating area in here where you can use these tablets if you have the drink package to dispense wine and stuff here. So, I believe the buffet area on here is quite as big as it is on Maravilla. I mean, it's pretty big in size, but I don't think it's quite as big as Maravilla. This is the kids buffet area here. Obviously, it's it's like the same on both sides. So, and they have a ton of seating. What I've been seeing so far is they open one side and then they open the other side about an hour later for lunch and dinner. So they open obviously at one side very early, and then when the real rush comes, which so far seems to be around 8:30, 9 to 9:30, and they open the other side up. Another drink section. So this is what I've also been noticing too. See, these both say iced tea on them, but the other ones are empty. So I've been finding out, even though those don't have anything on them, they actually do have lemonade in them. So, but they're for some reason not putting the tag on it, so nobody knows. People are screaming, "Where's the lemonade? It's too late to drink iced tea." So you see,
Will does the same
line
thing
is
sometimes.
line is starting for the pizza. It's not terrible in size, and then over here I think is the hamburgers and hot dogs, French fries. I'm trying to think what else they have. I think that's it. Hamburgers, cheeseburgers, French fries. Looks like nachos, chili, cheese, and some toppings. And then looks like there's a small salad bar open over here with some Italian bread. That's about it. So, let's see if I can head back out here. I saw this sign today on the island that said yacht club guests only, so naturally I proceeded.
Right. That's the only correct thing to do.
Exactly. Hold on, I need a free hand. Come on, let me out. Again, this is back out on the side, and then there's also another bridge of size, like the one that was up on deck 16. Only it goes out on the ship's hump. I don't know if anybody else uses that term or not. Royal Caribbean ships have a lot of humps on them. It's usually at the dining room. At least that's what I always call it, the hump. So they have one of those here. I guess they call it the Infinity Bridge here, but instead of a bridge of size. It was closed earlier, but looks like it's open. So I'm either going to make it across or I'm going to die. But this is that area in there where I originally started, where the MSC shop is in there. Of course, this goes around. I do not believe you can get all the way around on this ship, though. I think at some point you have to go back in. I think XL is the same way. You can't get all the way around because on the one side is where they have Havana. So look, the glass is shattered. That instills confidence. I didn't die. I'm gonna mute my mic because of the wind.
What was that you said?
Welcome in, Bob Files. Welcome in, Des Lorica. Scott's here from the Mustard Drill, giving us a tour of the MSC Seaside. It's been added for about an hour now. If you would like to see the beginning, please do replay later, and you'll be able to watch the whole thing. It's a beautiful ship. Nice to see what's going on in it. Now he's trying to break into the safe of the bank of the ship to see what kind of trouble he's gonna get himself into. Now he's gonna grab a lounge and hit it. Oh, wait a minute, he's gonna do fist fight. And now he broke something. He's looking around. Oh, just a gym, no wonder. Yeah, that's what the safe is at. So let's go back. Hello, Christian Cinnamon Roll. Kind of interesting name.
It's an absolute massive gym. I have never seen a gym this big on a cruise ship ever.
So if you were in New York City right now, that place would be packed. Oh, look at all there. Is that the Jack Club?
Well, shit.
Yep, it is.
I don't appear to be able to get in there either, but there is a hot tub in there. It might be an area for Aria. So if you don't know, Aria is like one step below Yacht Club, and it does have a couple areas on the ship that are exclusive to Aria. So that might be an Aria exclusive area. These are all balconies up here.
Nice.
And I am on the starboard side of the ship, just about to the bow, and I can't get any further. So heading back. But I mean, I really say that the ship is very nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. And when I say that I prefer Maravilla, it's not because there's something about this I don't like. I would absolutely, positively get on another seaside ship. I think the newest one is called Seascape. Sails out of Miami. I would absolutely get on it and sail a longer cruise. It just wouldn't be my favorite.
Yeah. Alice wants to know how many people work out while on a cruise.
I go about 4 times during a 7-day cruise, I guess.
I work out every day.
I work out every day on a cruise ship when I lift weights when I get out of bed.
Yeah. I work out. I go to the buffet. I pick up the fork and the spoon. Lift it to my mouth and fill up my belly. Pick up
Nice, my favorite sport.
Is that basketball?
I don't want to see that score.
Too late. They're in the third now, so.
Hey, Pittsburgh's doing pretty good tonight.
Yeah, beating Washington, that's for sure.
Some blood.
You know the Capitals are my favorite team, right?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I keep forgetting you're from Pennsylvania, but you root for Baltimore and Washington.
Baltimore and Washington teams. Yep, I'm an extreme anomaly because everybody that lives in Pennsylvania is either Pittsburgh or Philadelphia fan. So, but not me. Hey, can I have that menu? Can I have that menu? Thank you. Time for another drink.
Emily, what are you getting this time? If you're still here.
Ooh, look, they've got wings.
Hey, all right. I saw something about an apple pie.
I think I'm just gonna get a beer.
Oh my God, I'm drinking a beer now. Ooh.
Yeah, I just had a margarita, so beer goes great with tequila.
True.
Checks out.
Checks out, yeah.
What the hell is Strongbow?
Who?
Apple cider.
Oh yeah, it says cider from England. That's retarded.
Could be worse.
New Orchard actually tastes better.
I don't always sail MSC, but when I do,
Orale, I like the Corona.
yeah, I was saying, like, what's extra about it?
We'll take a Guinness.
So I've never heard of this one either. What's Tiger? Hey, can I get a Corona? Yeah.
Corona.
I'm sorry? No, that's it. Just a Corona.
Better show ID.
So he's doing it on this little tablet. Thank you.
You giving the AARP card?
You get a line with that? Oh, I got a sign? Really? No, it's fine. I just never had to sign before. Really? Honestly, nobody has asked me to sign all night, and I've been like hammering. So
He's a minor.
just with my finger? Yeah.
They don't recognize you.
How about my pinky? Here, I'm gonna attempt to sign with my pinky. All right.
Oh my God.
How about that? Right?
Look like
I bet you could totally tell. You could totally tell what my name is, right?
Daniel Sheffield.
Yeah, don't forget the line, Scott.
Yeah.
I asked him. I said, can I have a line with that, please? Oh, he just got the bottle out. He's gonna pop the top. Is he looking for a lime? Can't holler long pour on this one, huh?
Nope.
No, not on that one.
He's walking around with it like it's his, like he's about to like drink it himself or something. Get it over here. Come on. My body is processing here. Need to keep the levels up.
It's all his. Oh,
Thanks. And what's your name? Oh, yeah? And where are you from? Really? That's where I'm from. Thank you very much. I'm from Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Yes, U.S. Yep. Yeah, near New York, Washington.
he's from
So,
Tasmania,
yeah.
not Pennsylvania, Tasmania.
I'm from the state of confusion.
Hey, how you
You're
doing?
going to go this way. So I think he
Thanks.
said he was from the Philippines. I said, well, that's where I'm from.
From where?
I think he said it from the Philippines. He certainly looks like he's from the Philippines, but
Yeah.
that's kind of a racist thing to say, too. So I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I totally am. I love everybody.
I love those chairs. Those are nice.
Yeah, these chairs are really. I mean, that's the kind of thing about MSC, right? Like, I was talking to somebody earlier, and I was like, it's like the Italians have this really interesting sense of style, and an even more interesting idea on what they believe will appeal to an American, right? Because they built this ship specifically for the American market. They did not. This was not like when they first started sailing in the U.S. or from the U.S. ports. Of course, they brought a couple of their ships over. So Divina and stuff that had already had smaller, older ships. But all these ships that you get on now in like Port Canaveral and Miami were all specifically built for the U.S. market. So and they're really desperate to appeal to the U.S. market. Because they're ripping everybody off, right? They're ripping Royal off, they're ripping Carnival off. I mean, I could sit and talk for like 10 hours on all the things that I see on these ships that you can tell they stole from one of the other lines. With that said, I can also talk for 10 hours about all the things that are unique about these ships as well. So they really have they found a way to very effectively marry both the existing U.S. cruise line or Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian with their own, I guess, kind of idea or belief of what they think will appeal to the average U.S. cruiser. I think they have done a good job. I mean, like I said, I can't really complain about the ship at all, other than the fact that it's just not my favorite. I also, I also really feel like MSC has really done a good job at at breaking into a market that is already very, very, very crowded, right? So,
Yeah.
I just need to move here real quick. Hold on. So that's one of the joys about being on a cruise ship. Whenever you find a nice quiet place, you can always be sure that somebody is going to come, sit down, and make all the noise they can possibly make. So I really feel like I said, I really feel like they have done a great job at putting themselves in a place where they get to compete with the other lines. And as long as their prices remain as low as they are, which nobody is going to really know how long they're going to do this, but at some point, I'm sure they're going to have to raise prices again because I don't know how long they can sustain a model where they have these really amazing, fabulous ships with all of these offerings, and they're selling like a 3-day cruise for $175. Like I just don't know how long they can keep doing that and expect to be profitable from it. But with that said, they are still doing it at this point. So, if you want to take a really great cruise and not spend a lot of money on it, this is definitely the line to do. And if you're really into, a beach day or private island experience, you cannot go wrong with Ocean Key. I mean, it's just absolutely one of the greatest islands I've ever been on. I mean, I really just can't. I mean, I know it sounds like an ad or something for them, but I mean, it really is. And I, um, I don't hand that kind of praise out lightly either. I mean, it really, I can say, hey, I went to Ocean Cay this one time and I had a really great time, and then I went there the next time and it was horrible. And I just can't say that. I mean, today is the fourth time I've been to Ocean Cay, and it was the same experience I had every other time I was here. But I can tell you for certain that there's been plenty of times I've been to Half Moon, or I've been to Coco Cay, Princess Cay, and not had as good of a time as I did maybe the time I was there before. So,
Are you going to the party later? The beach party?
possibly. Not 100% sure about that yet. Just because I'm like, I'm an old guy. So I don't know if I can hang anymore like I used to be able to.
Sure.
Do it for the vlog.
And what also happened too was this guy, a while back asked me if I would fill in for him on this YouTube show while he was away. And then now it kind of put me on a path of making sure that I'm up in the morning to do that. And now I'm kind of on that sleep schedule. So
Sleepy fellow.
Yep.
a little bit
Having a
beat.
couple drinks already. Huh?
Yeah, and then of course you add some alcohol to it, and it's like
Now we wake up. Now we wake up with the chickens.
it's like tryptophan city.
He's going back
you can
to
see
eat
here.
pizza.
You can see here. This is that door that can be secured so that these two cabins can be kind of like a combination. This is an after suite.
That's what's up.
And this is a standard balcony, which is my cabin today. So, of course, they upgraded me into this from a standard studio. So, as you can see, it's a standard MSC balcony cabin, nothing
Nice.
unique or different about it.
I'll take it.
So it comes, with all the amenities, and you definitely do not want to have a bony butt when you have to sit on that thing for an hour and talk to people about cruise stuff. So,
Wow.
That's why you got extra pillows.
I'm usually sitting on one of those for sure.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Yep. I just got new studio chairs. They need to be broken in, and it was rough this morning. I started that. Yeah, it just wow. Oh snap! There's a ferry right here.
So, Scott, the rooms are actually bigger than Royal. Would you say space-wise?
I'd say it's probably very comparable. It might be just a tad bit bigger, and then what you're looking at then the sofa for sure. Like a royal. If you look at this sofa, you probably can't see if I flip the camera around, but if you look at this sofa, that sofa is like a full size sofa, and the one on Royal is kind of like a love seat, right? So of course that turns into a bed as well. So I'd say if it's very comparable to a royal room, probably just a tad bit bigger. So, but not much bigger at all. Of course, out here is not going to see anything out here on the balcony because what happens is on when ships come to Ocean Cay, they come in backwards. So normally, being on the port side, I would be able to look out my balcony and see Ocean Cay. But when they come to, or whatever port we were in, but when the ships come to Ocean Cay, they come in backwards. So, so you have to be on the starboard side in order to see the island and the lighthouse show and all that
Nice
stuff.
tip.
So, kind of a bum. Yeah, it's definitely a tip.
Yeah.
Definitely something that people would not realize, and a lot of people would say something like that. They would reason it, and they would say, "Hey, you know what? If I want to see that, you know, that infamous, iconic Ocean Key lighthouse laser light show, I need to make sure my cabin is on the port side." And in this case, it's the opposite. So.
Hey, Scott, Controversial Cruising, thank you for popping in. We're here talking to Scott from the Mustard Drill. He's showing us around the MSC Seaside. See, I'm so used to you being the Meraviglia that I almost called it again. So on the Seaside,
Yep.
you just gave us a nice tour of the whole ship. So you want to see any of it, go ahead and hit replay, and then you get to see the whole thing very nicely. Nicely. Thank you for taking the time to run around like a crazy cat and showing us around. So
Of course, you know what? I actually love to do that as long as when I go back to watch the replay, I don't put my hand in my head in my hand and say, why didn't anybody tell me that the video was that horrible?
If the internet is stuck, you probably wouldn't be able to hear us.
Yeah. Tonight
Right.
went great.
But
So far, it's been great.
and that is the thing I have noticed so far. Like even on the ships that have Starlink, have not been as good as the internet has been on MSC. When I was on Maravilla last time, even when I was on Maravilla last March, and we sailed to like Mexico and stuff, I think the internet was better back then too. So they do not use Starlink though. I can absolutely positively confirm that MSC is not using Starlink. They are using a company called SES. And it just seems like it's really decent. Now, it's not like home internet. It's not like home internet, but it is definitely better than Starlink.
The number of routers that they have on board probably is making a big difference.
And the other thing I thought too, when I was on the 10-day on Maravilla and we were going to New England, I thought, even if there's a lot of people with the internet on there, it was such an older crowd of people on an itinerary like that. I thought, I doubt any of them are live streaming or, watching Netflix. Right. So I thought maybe that could be why.
On my Northeastern, our average cruise age was 68.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, on Maravilla last week when I was on there and we went to New England and Canada, it was definitely a lot of older people for sure. So
that was the first time I ever went up on the Lido deck Well, on the top deck on Royal, and there was nobody up there to sail away.
Right.
Not one person.
Yeah. Right. Well, I mean, it was so cold in Brooklyn and raining and everything else, obviously, at our sail away on that one that, nobody was out for that either.
Yeah.
And then it was pouring, so when I got on Seaside yesterday, it was a series of Florida storms. So it was really super. I mean, the storms were so bad and the wind was so bad when we were in Port Canaveral yesterday that the deck chairs were actually moving around on my balcony. But the storms were over in 10 minutes and then it, was fine. But they kept happening every 30 minutes or so. And then once the safety briefing was done, the CD came on and said, we're actually going to have the sail away party in the main atrium and not outside due to the liquid sunshine that we're currently receiving. So they did not have a deck party when we sailed out on this one. So I do not have that video. I will not have video of the MSC sail away deck party available in a vlog in the year 3000 from the Seaside. It did not happen.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
You got that graphic in, Eddie?
Oh yeah. Let me show you guys something.
So here, everybody leave a comment below. Do you think that is bacteria?
Looks like jellyfish.
A bunch of mushrooms too.
I thought
Yeah,
it was
it looks
It's very weird.
Yeah.
This one is definitely a school of sardines.
Oh my god.
All right.
But this one I've been staring at for the last day or so, and I just cannot figure it out. But normally it's like a plate of pasta or
Look at it calamari.
Yeah, usually it's something very, discernible, but this time, no. Jeremy, I think, said earlier that he thought it was magnified red blood cells, but it's definitely not that.
Yeah, but they're not complete. They're not complete
Yeah.
circles. So then I started thinking fungus, but the stacking is too much.
Yeah.
I've got some thoughts.
And there's no stem.
Family friendly,
Go ahead, Mike.
I won't go any further than that.
What happened? What?
All right, guys, I'm going to run. You got something I got to take care of. So everybody have a great night, and we'll catch you next week.
Have a good
Okay,
one.
see you, Ross.
Yep.
Tinker, you okay?
Eddie, I see you guys next week as well.
Bye. Have a good night. Thank you for coming
Okay,
in.
Thank
see
you,
you,
Scott,
Tinker.
for showing us the what is it? The seashore or seaside?
Seaside.
Seaside. I know because that one's getting ready to leave and the seashore is getting ready to come in.
Yeah.
And
Enjoy.
then in about 5 days, what next one?
I think the next one after these Maravilla sailings I have, the next one I will probably get on is Seascape, which is the new one.
Yeah, out of Miami.
Yes.
All right. And next Wednesday, 8 p.m., 10:18. Tinkerbell will be out with Cruising's Fun, Cruising with Keith, Mike and Rheanna Adventures, and Alice Lugo Studios on a new show called Across the Waves. Check it out. Have a good night.
Have a good night, guys. Thank you, guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Is Tinker as quiet as I've ever heard her? Is she sick?
I don't know. It looked like she was doing a lot of work too.
She was this past Sunday.
Yeah, looking down and doing a lot of stuff. So.
And Mike, by the way, I just want I'm sorry, Clock. I just realized there's three mics in here.
Mike, we're under we are
Okay.
under compliance.
Yeah,
Yes.
clock. I just wanted to say I wanted to apologize. I had absolutely no idea that you were dealing with all of that stuff, and if I had, I would have never bothered you.
What do you mean?
Like when I had asked you about like joining the live and stuff like that or whatever, and then you told me like you're about to have surgery and everything else, and I was just like, oh my god, I feel terrible because I had no idea.
Oh no, I was
And
good.
if I had, I would have never bothered you with any of it.
Yeah, I was good. I had surgery yesterday morning, and everything's good.
Wow,
He had
and
a-
here
he
you
had a
are.
colonoscopy done yesterday.
You colonoscopy?
You did.
I had a hernia.
Oh yeah. Oh, so that's
I
what
got
you
my
call it
stomach
now?
cut open.
The stomach cut up. Okay.
Wow.
It's hilarious. So what did
I can show
everybody
you the
think of the
scars if I can.
Seaside?
Seaside
Beautiful.
looks
Nice.
nice.
Big.
Nice.
Looks nice.
That looks really nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. If
Yeah, I mean, like it,
here in
it,
Brooklyn, I'll be on the Maribiglia a lot more too. Yes.
yeah, it is a nice ship, but like I said, personally, I think Maravilla is nicer. It's not bigger. I think Seaside is a little bigger than Maravilla, but yeah, I mean, I think it still is a very nice ship, and like I said, I would totally sail it again. Um, I would definitely want to be on a longer cruise. The thing that, and this is going to sound terrible, and I know a lot of people are going to give me hate for this, but the problem for me with 3-day cruises is it just brings too 3-day cruises bring too many rowdy people on board.
Yeah.
No matter what ship you're on, no matter what line you're on, a 3-day cruise just brings too many rowdy people. And it's just not the vibe that I think I'm into anymore. So
I don't.
That's
I mean, unless it's a free cruise, I will not do 3, 4, even 5. I'm very not candid about it. So it's either
yeah,
7 or more. It's not to me.
right,
3 days. By the time you get there, get used to the ship. You gotta get out. You
right.
know.
I mean, like the last couple of 3-day cruises I've taken on different lines, the people have been rowdier than they were on Margaritaville at sea, and that's the ship you would expect there to be nothing but riffraff, right? But not. No, I mean, like the people were like chiller on that ship than they were on, like I said, any of the other 3 days. And again, it's nothing wrong with the fact that people are like that because it's a 3-day cruise, so you really have no time to waste. It's just not what I'm looking for anymore. There was definitely a day when I was, would have been completely fine with it, but I'm just minding it a little bit more as I'm, getting older and sailing more. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's or unless you're doing like Mike is doing the back to back with Utopia. So then it might be
Yeah,
right.
that's the only way I was
You'd
going
have
to do
to
it.
do. Yeah, you'd have to do with a big Oasis ship. There's no way you have to do a back to back on that. So
Right.
Yeah.
Like Antonia says here, my husband and I will not do any more 3-day cruises. It just goes too fast.
yeah,
Even a 7
I mean
days.
it does go fast. And the only reason why I did it last year and I'm doing it now is because I know when I get off the ship tomorrow on Sunday, I don't have to fly home. Right. I'm spending a week in Orlando and then I'm coming right back out here to Port Canaveral and getting on the Wonder. It's the only reason why I'm doing it, but I don't even think I'll do it again like any other time of the year, and certainly not next October.
Right.
Just because of the vibe of the ship, I'm just not into it anymore. So,
Yeah,
to see
people
how
are-
Carnival treats. Or I'm about to find out how Carnival's gonna treat us because for me, it's been 30 years and I don't remember much from these old ships. And it's gonna be Alice's first cruise with Carnival. So let's see. And then we already got working on another one next year. So hopefully things will go fine. That's what I'm hoping. I wanted to go into one of the new Carnival ships, but once we found out about the boost cruise this year, I couldn't pass up on the price. Too good to let it go by. And then we
I
all
mean,
the
Glory was the second Carnival ship I ever sailed. It's a nice ship. It's an older ship. Obviously, it's smaller, and it's going to be more crowded from a vlogger standpoint, just because of how many vloggers are going to be on it. But
yeah.
I think you're going to have a great time.
Okay.
So,
We're looking forward to that. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And anybody else has anything special going in this weekend?
Yeah,
I got my normal
Cheryl and
watch on
Jackie.
Sunday.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
Cheryl and Jackie have a show at 2 p.m. Central on Sunday.
Oh, okay. 3 Eastern. Yeah, where they are gonna be having their no, that's not first wave on Sunday.
Sunday sleep on to be their best.
Oh, I just got some intel about it. They're having some nice guests on Sunday talking about a new show that is coming up. So we'll see.
Yeah, everybody's been all of the hosts and hostess from across the waves have been sent the StreamYard link. So we plan on having them in the show and finding out what they're most looking forward to.
Nice. Very nice. So,
and
Mr. Clark,
I heard tonight that Keith is going to be interviewing. What is it? Who? I think that Jeremy and Cheryl interviewed these vloggers already.
I gotta find the. I forgot the names. Cruising. The Cruise Life.
This Cruise Life?
Yeah, this Cruise Life.
It's Cruise Life. Yeah, we hung out with those guys, and let me tell you, you want to. They got the cruise planning down. They have, instead of like a spreadsheet, they have big pieces. The big tablets that you write on, you set up on an easel. That's where their cruise planning goes on at, and he brought it out during the show, and it was really huge. Like one of those big ones that you draw on. But those guys are cool.
That's
Yeah,
next level.
they are. I was talking to them
Cruise
when they were on.
and one thing that sets them apart is that they do all of the inaugural cruises. They only do inaugural cruises, and that's really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
oh, must be nice, Mr. Clark.
Yep.
We have our monthly show for small channels tomorrow. So from 8 to 10 p.m. tomorrow night, we have our it's a meet and greet with small channels with myself, Destination Fun, and Embarkation Nation. And then Sunday I'll be on my live with the wife at 7 p.m. Eastern.
That's what's up.
Okay. Cruise Fat.
And Keith, I got you down for the next one.
Okay.
For next month. We already had we actually had more people than what we could do even this week.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll be there on the next one.
All right. Very good. Mr. Brian.
Well, I got something special going on this weekend because I'm going to be watching my Houston Astros battle the Texas Rangers in the ALCS for Texas supremacy. Of course, and the supremacy of the American League, as it were, on our march back to the World Series to repeat. So that's what I got going on. That's just nothing important.
No,
my Baltimore Orioles sure did a lot last week. I got to watch them in Vegas get their butts whipped.
I don't know what happened.
Ooh. Miguelito.
We got our show Sunday at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
It's 5 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, and then on Wednesday we have Across the Waves.
Oh, okay. And then Sunday you're gonna be are you gonna be part of the guest line?
Chris News anytime. Live too.
Don't forget that.
Yep.
3 p.m.
So is it Mike and Rheanna's Adventures that is part of Cross the Waves, or is it Rheanna's channel?
It's both.
Both? How are you gonna do that?
Figured it out.
Both channels. It's Mike and Rheanna Adventures and Rheanna's.
So you're gonna be in one room and Rheanna's gonna be in another room on her channel?
Pretty much.
That's interesting.
That's how you do it.
Sounds like a good.
I hear I'm gonna be
good
modding it, and Alex gonna be in the dining room, chatting over there, while I'm over here watching like a hawk on the chat.
Gotcha.
Should be interesting. And
It's definitely gonna. I can't wait to hear about all the different ports. So it's a good concept.
Mr. Keith, look like you got something to say.
No, I think I already said it. So.
All right, you look tired though.
Oh yeah. I've been up since 4:30.
Oh, Keith, what is that behind you, man?
The light.
Dun, dun,
No.
that shadow keeps moving back and forth. So
there's like a shadow back there or something, man. You better be careful.
it's not you when you move; it's moving behind you. The one that was over at Mike's house went over to you.
Hey, Cruise Vet, did you see Jennifer's comment?
Yeah, and what I would say about that is inside every Texas Ranger fan is an Astros fan just waiting to come out. I'll leave it.
My buddy put $100 on the Rangers to win the World Series the other day for his dad when we were in Vegas before the game started. It was $100 gets you $800.
Well, win some, lose some. That's what I say.
Nice. So Jeremy,
I guess I'm gonna have to wait a couple of days to watch the replay so I can see the chat. I haven't seen the chat through this entire live stream, so
right.
StreamYard better get with it and better do something about that because I'm really getting tired of using this. I mean, it's garbage on a phone. It's fine on a computer, but it's garbage on a phone.
Yeah.
And I actually said that to him. And I wrote their support department, and I actually I said, I love your service and I love how it works on a computer, but it's absolute garbage on a phone. I was like, and I do a lot of live streams from ships where I have to, when I'm traveling, where I have to do it from a phone. I was like, it's absolute garbage. And I really need an app. And they responded and said, we have absolutely zero plans for an app.
Actually, one day I logged in because I used to do the phone, and it says StreamYard now has an app. But I was preparing for the show, so I should have pushed that button. And saw because the button disappeared the very next day when I tried to log in again.
Yeah,
so,
that's what they said to me. That's what the support. They said we have her exact words.
I got the app.
We have absolutely zero plans for an app.
I got the StreamYard app on my phone, but it's only for joining other people's lives. But it gives you all the chat and everything. You can see all the chat and everything.
Yeah, that's the only thing I hate about doing it on the phone. I can't see the chat.
The Oracle has a question.
When I use it on chat on my phone, I can see it.
Yeah,
but I think it's only for Apple.
Challenge accepted.
All right. I was about to ask you. So everybody's a winner to this. The actress win. Jennifer will buy Mike a drink on the Jubilee.
Since I've got the drink package, it's really convenient.
So I'm glad I'm not there to witness that. KK is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Good evening. And very nice. It's time to you know what I mean, right? I got your banana
Oracle.
right here.
Maybe the Oracle knows something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So since talking about sports, I placed a $10 bet, right? So Texas Rangers, Oklahoma, and college football, the 49ers, and the Milwaukee Bucks to win it all, and I'll get back 16,000.
Wow, that's pretty good. Pretty
Nice.
good. Of course, the Stars got to line up pretty good for that one.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised Oklahoma is still at plus 1,500 because they are playing good.
Yeah, they're undefeated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, they would be a good team to put money on just straight up to win it, because I don't see them losing the game until their division championship. You know, because more likely they'll probably be playing Texas again.
Yeah, back to the live streaming thing. I use that the YouTube live streaming feature, and that's really garbage. Because I try to use it, and it wouldn't let me do like landscape. It would only let me do a portrait, and I don't know. You can't do anything. So I don't know. I got to figure something else if I ever do live streaming from a ship again.
Well, I mean, like live, like StreamYard allowing us to do like a whole bunch of panelists. YouTube could, with about 7 lines of code, YouTube could add this functionality to their app.
Yep.
And then nobody would have to pay this Delaware holding company $25 a month.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But they haven't done it yet. Hopefully they will.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's $25 a month. Making off for all of us.
I mean, for $25 a month, we should have a freaking app.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep. There's no app.
That's what I say. So I don't have to keep using Chrome on a phone.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a real pain. Like when I want to switch the camera angle and stuff like that, I have to go into more, and then I have to go into settings, and then I have to go into camera, and then I have to scroll up because I have my phone in landscape. So, there's not a lot of screen. I have to scroll until I see the drop down, and then I have 4 cameras in there, right? 2 for the front and 2 for the back. One is based on, I guess they're based on the zoom level, right? So I have to pick that one, and then I have to X out of it, and it's a real pain. And I cannot believe, like, and you'd think that if they were working on an app, they might just come out and say, we're working on it, stay tuned. But they just came out and said, we have absolutely 0 plans for an app. And I'm like, well, then that's just friggin' stupid.
That makes sense.
Yep. Rob, I do plan to stream from the Glory. I do have the Wi-Fi deal. Me and Jeremy were hoping to be in the morning doing the go live together. And anybody
But
else?
in reality, it's going to be just Scott from the muster drill. Really, really, really.
Yep.
Showing.
I don't know. Mike said it's straight up top in the middle. Mike, he has stated that the Paradise. Wait, that's the Paradise. Never mind. I was thinking of that. But on its last dry dock, does anybody know if the Glory got an upgrade on the internet? That is a really good question.
I don't think it has yet. I'm not.
You think they just painted it and handed it back to us as it?
This is what I predict. I predict that you guys will be able to connect, and that you will have moments where people will be able to see and hear you, and even more moments where they won't.
Yep.
We'll see.
I got a question.
We'll do the best.
I got a question for Jeremy, because you guys just bought the new iPhones, right?
Well, I didn't get the new one.
He got the 14, not the 15.
Oh,
That's my
okay.
banana.
I got
That's my
one.
banana phone.
All right. Well, I was going to ask how that was working out for you with as far as
It's
That's
working out real good. I went from a XR straight to a 14, and it's a dream. It flies. I was running a 4G phone on a 5G network, which really doesn't mesh well together. And it kept falling out. It kept, it just wouldn't connect. I was still looking at round circles all the time, and this one has yet to give me a round circle. I'm really loving it. The thing that's confusing me is the big thing that's in my face right now. It's connected to Wi-Fi and Ethernet at the same time, and I'm not sure how the computer is working like that. Yeah, I don't know.
I have 3 words for you, Jeremy.
Go Google it.
Galaxy S23 Ultra.
No, sir. No, sir.
See, that's
not going to happen.
I'm
You saw
about
what I picked, right?
I'm due for an upgrade, and I mean, I kind of left the iPhone arena a while back, but that's what they were offering me. The iPhone 15 or the S23, because there's like the S23 Plus, the S23 Ultra.
Get a Pixel 8 Pro.
Well, they weren't offering that. So the company that I've got doesn't have it.
I have a Pixel. I have a Galaxy S23 Ultra, which I'm on right now. I also have a Pixel 7 Pro, but I just bought the Pixel 8 Pro. It's actually sitting at home waiting for me to come home and switch it out from the 7. And the camera, when I do a remote camera on sometimes on the ship, I did one this morning. I did one when I was on Oasis. I used the Pixel. Now the Pixel has never been up to par with the Galaxies, but it's getting there. The Pixel 8 is definitely much closer to a Galaxy than any Pixel before it. So.
The complaint I saw on the S23 Ultra was you can't put the memory card in. Is that correct? Or
Well, that's like all the new flagships no longer allow you to put in an external SD.
But I mean, is that a problem, or is that
Not for me. I have a 512 model.
Yeah,
I got a 1 terabyte.
So I have. I mean, it comes in 1 terabyte, but I thought that was a little overkill. I mean, even though I'm not releasing vlogs, I am still making crap tons of them. And along with pictures, and I'm also doing shorts and TikToks and everything else. And I never even come close to even filling half of my storage, let alone all of it.
Okay.
Right.
And that's on a 512 model.
Hey, for those of you that have sailed on the Glory, do y'all know if it has an Italian restaurant?
No, I think.
I don't know.
Ooh, yeah, I don't remember if it has Gina or not.
I'm just wondering where we can eat. I don't, I'm spoiled on Excel class, and
got everything there.
It's got everything, and I don't know. The smallest ship I've been on is the Breeze.
Yeah,
I know one thing's for certain. I'm having breakfast pizza in the morning for sure.
Oh, okay. Cruising on the High Season Travel says no, it does not.
Well, there you go.
I canceled my steakhouse dinner since Mac is not going to be in it. I went ahead and canceled, so
Yeah,
we'll be snacking on something else.
I hated canceling. I mean, I had the phone in my hand for a while, just like, man, I don't want to do it. But
Oh wait, Mike canceled. I just remember a conversation not that long ago that Mike said he was going to be there. When you mentioned that you and Alice were going to be there, Mike said, "Well, I'm going to be there too."
yeah, well,
are you not going on?
I had not to be able, I'll take care of family business. I'm gonna have to probably gonna have to go back to Kentucky around that time, and I was putting it off as long as I could, but it's just not gonna work out.
Oh wait, so are you saying you canceled the whole cruise?
Yeah, I had to cancel it. I had to.
Oh,
Didn't want to.
so there's a cabin of. I'm
There
sorry,
is.
Mike.
I mean, hey, no. I mean, there is one. There is an opening. Call Carnival.
I'm
Telling you,
sorry,
like,
Mike.
it's not, even if he gets the cabin, he ain't gonna be able to make it.
It was an opening.
No, that's the problem. That was the problem. Back when I could have booked a cabin when there were still cabins available, there was just no way for me to get from Orlando to New Orleans in enough
The only,
time. So
the only way is a last minute private jet and
yeah,
you parachuting onto the top of the cruise terminal.
either that or either that or one of the suits came flying in and opened up, and I jumped into it, and it kept on going.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody's somebody will get a nice little ocean view.
I'm sure. If you canceled it like longer than an hour ago, I'm sure it's already gone.
Well,
Yeah.
it's gotta be filled up by now.
Hang on, let me look it up.
Yeah, it was like I think. Well, because I called him this week. I called him like Monday or Tuesday, and I
I'm gonna get going. Have a good night, guys.
travel plane.
Yes, sir.
All right. Have a good night, Keith. See ya.
We'll see you Sunday. Cool.
So, I don't even know if I'm going to make the Harmony, at this point. But that's the next one's up in the list. So that's what I'm shooting for.
Well, obviously, I don't know the specifics, but I'm sorry to hear all that. I hope everything works out really. I hope it works out easily and well for you, and that you don't have too much trouble with whatever it is that you're dealing with.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, it's just life, life.
Yeah.
Life happens, and
And I respect what you're doing because things
people that you love, care about, you just never know when something's going to happen. And I'm doing.
That's right.
Me and my sister are trying to handle it, and I'm trying to help her out as much as can because she's up there. She works, and she's taken a lot of time off for this, and it's you just can't plan for it. It's you never know.
Yeah.
It could be next. Who knows? Hopefully not.
Yeah.
But it's not guaranteed.
Right.
The Booze Cruise currently has an interior open for $639 average per person.
Wow.
Not bad considering the lateness.
Right. Yeah, they still.
At least I got to enjoy going on the Navigator of the Seas, and I really had a good cruise. Like I said, I enjoyed the port. I enjoyed the ship. I didn't even get to see all of it. I mean, 4-day cruise with 2 ports, and time went by.
Right.
So,
Right. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do in December. Obviously one option is just to stay the hell home, but I also am trying to figure out, like, do I want to do a princess cruise? Do I want to fly to Mexico and stay in an all-inclusive for a week? Do I want to jump on Celebrity Constellation and do this Panama Canal cruise? They call it the Ultimate Caribbean in the Americas. It's going to, I think, Grand Cayman. It's from Tampa. I think it goes to Grand Cayman, and then it goes to Costa Rica, Cartagena, Colombia, and somewhere else, and then comes back. It's a 12-day cruise on the Constellation. And Celebrity is offering a travel agent rate on it that is really pretty good, especially for Celebrity. So I'm still trying to figure out, do I want to do any of those in December? Otherwise, I have everything. I have at least a cruise a month between now and then, with the exception of December. So
yeah. At least it will be a lot warmer for you down there than being home in December.
Absolutely.
This is definitely shaping up to be the winter of chasing summer for me.
Heaters.
What a hater!
Although, my heater, my heat's not even all the way up like it had been. So,
The heat
and
shouldn't even be on. You're in the Caribbean, man.
no,
Door.
just because you're in the Caribbean doesn't mean it's warm.
It is.
It's warm. I know it's warm.
I mean, most of the time it is. Most of the time it is. Most of the time it's warm.
What kind of
But,
what kind of Caribbean are you on?
but here's the thing: if you put the air conditioner on, then it's not warm. Then it's cold. So.
Yeah.
And the only time I ever cracked my heat on a cruise was that Alaskan cruise, and that was only for like one day.
I would do that too. Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. A lot of people may not know this. I have immune system problems.
Yeah.
And because I have immune system problems, I am always freezing cold.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Quickly. Mike B, you find out about your iPhone because I know Clark has one, the new one.
What's that?
You got it done. Mike has Clark has the new iPhone.
Don't listen. This is what I have to say, Mike. If you are currently on Android, please do not go to iPhone.
Well,
iPhone is so horrible and so terrible and so stupid.
Originally I started out on iPhone, but then I got tired of the issues and the little updates that they like to drop in to degrade your phone to purposely make you go buy a new one. And so I got out of that and I went to, and I've been on Samsung for right now. Well, right now I've got a S10, and so I checked with my cell phone provider, and they're like, well, you're due for an upgrade, and so they give you the options, and so like the top two options was like the iPhone 15, or they had like the S23 Ultra, the S23 Plus, I think it is, and then something else. And, so I've been leaning towards going to the S23 Ultra, but the only thing I'm hesitant about was the whole SD card issue, because that's what I've been doing. Is I've been used to going and getting an SD card and dropping it in.
Right.
And so I've just been curious, like, well, is that gonna, how's that gonna affect me? Is that like, it's considering that I'm gonna go out and use it for shooting video and stuff like that?
Exactly.
What I mean? If I was just making phone calls, I probably wouldn't care about it.
Yes.
But
so when I had the S23 Plus, I only had a 256 model, and again, I was vlogging like crazy, constantly vlogging, constantly doing tons of B-roll and everything else, and didn't even come close to filling it up. This particular time around, I just decided I was going for the 512, but I definitely didn't need it. But no flagship phone on either side of the spectrum is ever going to offer an external SD card option ever again.
Right.
Nope. So you
can get this, right, Mike?
What's that?
You can get these, right?
Well, you know what? I
just plug into your phone and put a little SD card in it.
I didn't even think of that. But then
you could do that. You could offload things through something like that.
This is what I started doing on my last phone because I ran out of storage a couple times. True. When I was on the cruise, I couldn't download it to Google Photos, so I drop it on here. And sometimes it made it easier because you can go in. When you plug this into your phone, you can go in the thing and you can put whatever folder you want to put it in, and made it a little easier for me when I wanted to go do my videos later on.
Yeah, yeah, that's a great idea, Clark.
Okay. Well,
Magnificent Germany has made it into the chat.
Darian.
Hello.
Hey.
No interaction with the panel. I'm confused. What you talking about?
I mean, listen. If you like iPhone, if you like iOS, it's not a problem. It's just that you can do so much more on an Android.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I've been used to. That's what I've been using for quite a while now. But like I said, I was just trying to get everybody's, kind of opinion about it before I jump. I mean, like I said, I was leaning that way. I probably will go that way. We'll see.
I am actually proud of Apple for going to USB-C. Because
don't be too proud of them because they didn't do it willingly or by choice.
No,
right.
It's the government.
If they had it their own way, they would still be using that stupid lightning cable.
Yep.
So they were forced to do it not even by the U.S. government, by the UK or or Ireland, one of those European countries or something like that made them do it. So
I thought it was the U.S. government. It's that
No, it was
consumer
not.
electronics where you had to.
No, it was actually as a result of a lawsuit in Europe that forced them to switch to just USB in Europe, and then they said, well, they didn't want to manufacture two different models the following year. One with Lightning, one with USB-C. So they just went all USB-C.
Okay.
I mean, it's great that there's a USB-C port in there now, because now me and my wife don't have to have two different cables in the car. But they didn't do it willingly.
Howdy.
And the person says we can trade in our phones for the new iPhone. It's tempting. I have the 13. Okay. I'm sticking to my Android. I'm not going Apple. So
I bought mine yesterday, but I still went back one model because they had a banana phone. Yellow is my favorite color. So it was a no-brainer for me. And plus the 14 was the first model that they brought in the action mode, which is their version of electronic image stabilization. So that's the reason I picked that one.
I see you working.
Well, I'm gonna drive down the road. I'm going to Houston tomorrow, so I may do another driving video back. As I'm passing up Hobby, I'll just go ahead and hit record, and then travel all the way to Galveston. That way, you get the same video on a different phone. Let's see how it works out.
I mean, the image stabilization on, I'd say, the last 2 or 3 versions of Galaxy, so like the 23, the 22, the 21, the image stabilization is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely incredible. I do a lot of pans in a lot of my B-roll, and one of the things that the AI does on my S23 is if I do a pan that is variable in speed, it will process it immediately into a single speed pan.
Nice.
And I do not have to worry about the variable speed. Now, I still have to go slow so that it knows, so the AI says, okay, I think he intended to go at this speed. If I ripped it really fast, then it would just be fast. But yeah, it just steps right in and does it for me, and it's incredible.
What kind of phone do you use, Eddie?
The S21 plus 5G, Samsung. It's about a year old, 2 years old, 2 years.
Yeah, so I think S21 was really the first Galaxy to incorporate really incredible image stabilization. So,
wow, I really feel bad for my little S10 now.
I like this a lot.
And I'm really looking forward to getting home and getting my hands on the Pixel 8 Pro and playing around with that a little bit more. Like, I really love the 7, that I have, the 7 Pro, the Pixel 7 Pro that I have here. I really love it. I get a lot of, I use it for a lot of different things. But the 8 is definitely a marked improvement over the 7. So
Which one you have? Pixel what, 3?
This one?
Yeah.
Pixel 6.
Alice has the Pixel 6.
yeah, Pixel 6 is a good phone too. But like I said, the 7 Pro I really liked. I had a 6. I think I had a Pixel 4. I had a Pixel 6. And this Pixel 7 Pro. Now I bought the 8. I mean, the 8 was kind of a no-brainer because I knew they were going to do a lot of different things with it. Plus, the nice thing about pre-ordering the 7 or the 8 Pro was they threw in the Pixel Watch 2 for free. And that's a $400 phone. I mean, $400 watch, and they threw it in for nothing. So, looking forward to that as well.
Jeremy Forino, still here. Yep,
Yeah.
we're still here. The usual suspects still here. We're just hanging out. Even though my clock is almost out, Mike and Rheanna
I'm
also
not almost out.
looks like
Hang on,
tired.
hang on. Let me wake him up.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see it like I can when I'm on like a computer or whatever, but I was wondering whether or not Mike was sitting there with his eyes closed.
My eyes are open.
You got him open now.
I love it. I still think about that one night or whatever when Mike was just like,
Yeah, it looked like he was knocked out.
Well, there was a couple nights I fell asleep.
Yeah. I agree.
I got my hours in though.
It's some mornings that I wonder if Eddie is still woke over there.
Yeah. You guys are talking, and I'm over here going like this.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah. What happened? What?
yes, to answer your question, Jeremy, yes, the Pixel 8 is the first Pixel with a flat screen.
Ooh.
It doesn't have that slightly, curved edges anymore. It's flat. So, which makes it a little bit more durable as well as, a little bit easier to use. Not that the curved screen made it difficult to use or anything, and it just makes it a little bit easier to use. And the screen is definitely a little bit more durable without those slightly curved edges.
Interesting. What the fruit?
What the hell, Eddie?
I need coffee. I think I gotta go and get me refreshment.
I did enjoy Clock's live streams from the strip, though. Those were very, very informative.
Yeah,
a lot of interesting
that's
sights.
right.
Yeah. You gotta love those. I always hear that when you walk down the street in Vegas, that people walk up to you and hand you things.
Yeah, sometimes.
More this time than normal.
You might see.
I was just wondering how many times that happened to you this time, Mike.
So the whole sidewalk is blocked off on the side of the where the Bellagio is. So that whole sidewalk area you go down. So
Yeah.
Oops.
What was?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, what the hell was that?
That was my phone. When I plugged my phone in, it says that.
What?
Yeah.
What did it say?
Oh, you're kidding me.
No. See? Bet you can't do that on a Pixel.
No, I don't want to do it.
Get your iPhone, whatever you want to, when you plug it in. Yeah, so those people were very crowded on the other side of the street this time, since they can't stand on the other side.
Interesting.
But it's all messed up because of the construction for the Formula One.
Mm.
I'm going to put a video out this week. I got up on the bus and videotaped the whole rundown where they're putting up all the lighting and everything for the Formula One, so show people how bad it is because all the bleachers and all that are going in. That and there's other sections that I couldn't record because it's off the strip where they go around the other side that you can't. The taxis and all are all messed up because they can't cut down the streets like they normally do. They have to go way far away around.
Mm-hmm.
It's 24/7 construction for it.
It's getting a little chilly in here. I'm turning the heat.
Yeah, I was about to say that looks like a thermostat move right there, man.
You know, the sun went down a couple of hours ago. You know, it gets
Beer is
colder.
doing it. The beer is what it is. Getting a little bony.
Well, the beer's supposed to make you warmer. Beer's supposed to make you warmer.
You're being still, so that's why you got cooler.
Tequila will get you warmer.
Instead of sprinting,
Instead
of sprinting.
I'm surprised I didn't knock that. I'm surprised I didn't knock the beer bottle over when I got up. So.
Some fire water. That's what you need.
I kept the hotel room in Vegas at a nice 63 degrees.
Oh my! Be an absolute freaking corpse.
Yep.
That's what I do. 63. Boom.
Listen, my wife is flying down on Wednesday, and I'm just like, heaven help me. It's gonna be like Canada all over again.
No, just be Slim Scotty, man. Plug up your hoodie, and you'll be all right.
I got it with me, so both battery packs on it too. So
yeah. you got to change characters whenever the first lady come in.
Dude.
You know what?
I mean, I already know. Like, I'm gonna be like driving to the airport with the heat off, or with the air conditioning off, the windows up, right? Trying to suck in as much heat as I can because, you know, and then like when I'm like 5 miles from the airport, I'm gonna have to turn the air conditioner on and get the car all cool.
Yep.
Bring the blanket with you.
Hey Scott, what drink are you on for the day?
I think that was like 5.
Oh,
the last beer I had was like 5.
So
I don't typically drink more than 4 or 5 drinks a day.
He's not going anywhere. He's staying in the cabin tonight.
Yeah, not usually.
Probably go out for pizza later, but I doubt it.
I mean, look, I'm like 98 pounds soaking wet, right? 4 or 5 drinks, it's like the equivalent of, you know, like 20 on Carnival.
Yep.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm about.
I mean, when I go on Royal, I get 4 free drinks a day, right? Most of the time, I don't even drink 4 drinks a day. Most of the time, I don't drink like 2. You know, maybe 3. I'm just about to become Diamond Plus on Royal. I only need 5. After this Wonder Cruise, I only need 5 nights to become Diamond Plus. Then I get 5 drinks a day. So there's no way I'm gonna drink 5 drinks a day.
Yeah, I got one.
I mean, that's not alcohol. That's just not alcohol either. I mean, I could use it for coffee or, you know, anything I wanted. So
I bet Eddie would love that. You go down and get 5 specialty coffees a day.
Oh,
he'd be all over the ship just like you, Scott.
Yeah.
He'd have to run off the caffeine.
That's what I do with the when I get the refreshment package. You get all the specialty coffees for free, and then you get the non-alcoholic drinks. So I do my virgin strawberry daiquiris and virgin mudslides, and then I go down there in the morning and get my coffees. I get the coffee in the morning, and I get the coffee in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got one more cruise to hit Diamond. So.
Nice.
Well, I'm hoping to do this Harmony cruise
Now, Mike, you are getting the double points, right?
Yeah, I've been getting them
Okay.
the whole time. So always,
Okay.
you know, that's one thing.
Yeah, see, because I had four Royal Caribbean cruises that they did not give me the double points on, and I had to actually call Crown and Anchor. Like I actually went to when I was on Oasis, I went to the Crown and Anchor desk, but they were like, "We can't do anything on the ship." So I actually called Crown and Anchor when I got home, and they went back through and credited gave me the double points for those 5 cruises. So that's what really bumped me up to the point where I only need 5 now for Diamond Plus. So
Yeah, they gave me my well, for this 4-day cruise, I got my 8 points, so that put me into Emerald, and
right.
I just I think I'll need like 14 points to get to Diamond, and so this next cruise is 7, so that's 14 right there.
So I might see you around it. I might see you in the lounge someday then, huh?
I might be one of those special people. You never know. I can get in that little
Yeah.
Diamond line.
Yeah.
I got 60 points right now.
Excuse me, get out of the way. Diamond coming through.
Yep.
I got 60 points currently. I got 21 more points already booked. So I'll have my diamond beginning at 25, I think.
Nice. So when you get to 130 nights, you get the block.
Yep. And then every
Which
70
I
after that,
just
right?
right, which I just got on Oasis. So maybe you don't care about this, but for me, I wanted to make sure my block wasn't on something like I don't know, Monarch of the Seas or something like that, right? I wanted to make sure it was on like a nice ship, right, or Grandeur, right? So of course I planned it accordingly, so I got the block on Oasis.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to do something like that. I mean, not that I would mind a block from another ship or whatever, but I think it was originally. The way I had it planned out, it was Odyssey. But then I ended up not going on Odyssey, so then it became Oasis. So
Did yours have the colored picture in it?
yes, it had the colored picture. They didn't used to have a colored picture.
No, it was
I think that
stenciled in the glass.
yes, right. I think it was something. I think either right before the shutdown or right after the shutdown, they switched to the colored picture.
Yeah.
So answer this, would you?
You
What's
should.
coming here?
No, you only
always
get
double points.
so on Royal, you only get double points if you are solo and booked into if you're paying the single supplement. So if you paid basically the single supplement and you're solo, you get double points. On Royal, if you are sailing solo on Royal and in a suite, you get triple points.
Actually, and just to clarify that too, if you're on a casino offer, you still get double points. So
Okay.
if you're solo and you're doing a casino offer, which is what I mainly do, you still get the double points. And
Right.
but if I do like the royal upgrade from, like, let's say I book a balcony and I do a royal bid and upgrade to a suite, I don't get the triple on that. I only get the double.
Right. If you do a royal up, you don't get the triple. Same thing if you're in a single room, like if you're in a studio room on a royal ship that has them. Not every royal ship has them. If you're in one of those then those do not come with the single supplement. You don't get double points on those either. You have to be solo cruiser in a single supplement cabin where you've paid the single supplement to get the double points.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that's what draws me to royal. I mean, it's I wish Carnival would do that too. But
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Royal that I wish they would do that Carnival does. I wish Royal would give you that next status if it's going to happen during that cruise,
Yeah.
like Carnival does.
right, yeah,
But
because
Royal doesn't. Royal makes you do the whole cruise at the previous status, and then your next cruise should be at the top one, at the next one.
Because I found that out on this last one, my points would have put me into Emerald, but they gave me the what do you call it? I guess the Platinum.
Yeah, Platinum.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's. I wish Royal would do that, like Carnival does, because it would. It seems like it would be more fair.
But I'm not going to complain too much. I mean, because since they're giving me the double points for being solo all the time, I guess I won't cry too much.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it was nice to get those double points. Like when I called them, and I mean, they didn't give me too much flack about it either. They were just like, well, let's look at it. And they were like, oh yeah. So they were like, okay, give us a couple minutes. They came in, they were like, okay. So then I went into my history. My history on all those cruises had been updated to the double points. Well, my overall points took about a week and a half before they updated. So, and then I was at full. I'm running into an issue with MSC right now. My wife was on this last MSC cruise with me 10 days on Maravilla.
Mm-hmm.
That's already showing in her cruise history, and she already has the points for it. I don't. It's not showing in my history, and I don't have the points for it.
Yep.
And I emailed MSC Voyagers Club, and I got an acknowledgement that they received it. Then I got a second acknowledgement that it had been assigned to a person and they were working on it. And I still don't have credit for those 10 days, even though my wife does and I don't. So I imagine I'm going to have to. I just hate. I hate anymore having to just constantly keep after these people. I'm thinking to myself, you know what? You have one job to do. Like for me, I've got like 50 jobs, right, to do, with as a travel agent and a vlogger and this and that and a dad and all, a husband and all this other stuff. I have all this stuff I got to do. My mom's 80 years old in a nursing home. I take care of her, make sure everything's getting taken care of, and that nothing is happening with her and stuff. I have to do all these jobs. These people have one job to do. All they have to do is make sure that when you go on a cruise that you get your points credited. That's it.
Yep.
And they can't even do that.
Did you take advantage of the loyalty matching that MSC does?
Yeah, I mean, I did that way before my first MSC cruise. This is my fourth MSC cruise. So I did that back then, so I was already gold when I got onto my first one. So then that's why I really think as long as this all gets straightened out and that I don't have any more problems with them not crediting, either by the time I get on, I think by the time I get on my January, I'm doing a 15-day cruise on MSC in January and a 8-day cruise in February. So either by the January or definitely by the February cruise, I'll be diamond on MSC. So, or what they call black card. So
cool.
And then I'll just have to sail.
Mike. It was pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, getting status matched was super easy. I sent them I filled out the form. I attached a picture of whatever my last Royal Caribbean cruise was of my CPass card. I put it down on the scanner, scanned it into a JPEG, and attached that to the form and sent it. And like 2 hours later, I got an email saying, you're gold.
I just took a picture of my Royal Caribbean account. It just has to have your name, your full name, how many points you have, and what your status is, and your number.
Yeah.
And they made me a gold as well.
Yeah, so it was easy to do that. And the first two cruises I went on then, which was 2 cruises on the Maravilla, those were credited no issues. But this last 10-day was not, and I'm kind of worried that this 3-day won't be. And I have to keep getting after him about it.
What you eating, Mike? The one in the middle.
What's that?
Miguelito, what you eating?
Popcorn.
Is that
Popcorn.
what it is?
He's still eating them kernels.
Fish flavored potato chips.
Hey, Cruise Vet, have you ever seen these?
What is that?
It's a Silver Strike.
Yeah, I've got. Well, I got some from. I had like 4 of them from the what do you call it? Binion's Horseshoe. They had like a
Okay, so
slot machine that would spit them out if you hit a certain pay line.
the only ones in Vegas that have them now is Four Queens and Plaza.
Ah, okay.
All the other ones are gone. El Cortez had one in December and it went bad or something.
Quick commercial break, guys. This show is brought to you by Butter Toast.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Is that Texas toast or is that the regular?
It is Texas toast. Yeah. See, it's thick.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's thick, man. You got to have it on Texas toast.
That's what I'm talking
Can I have 2 orders to go, please?
2 orders to go.
I want 2 to go. Right away,
Yep.
please. Extra on the butter.
Wow.
Butter toast.
But I go make coffee. That's nice, Mike.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I got
another
some
one.
somewhere in a box somewhere around here.
I actually have not been. Go ahead, Mike.
I ended up getting 3 from Four Queens and 2 from the Plaza. The one that Four Queens has a machine that'll shoot out $40 ones. They have a 0.99 gold. That's 0.99 silver in it.
$40.
So I have actually not been on that many this year. I was on Anthem of the Seas in January, where I caught COVID for the first time. I was then on Maravilla in March. Then I was on Oasis in August, Venezia in August and September, Maravilla in September, October, now Seaside. I'm going to be on Wonder in a week. I'm then going to be on Maravilla in November, looking for something in December. Then I'm on Maravilla again in January and February.
That's 8.
But that would be next. Well, that would be, but those January and February, that's next year.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, no, excluding that. I stopped at 8 because
yeah.
if you do one in December, that'll be 9.
Yeah. So not that many. This year, really.
And the excursions, as far as excursions for the Glory, I don't have anything. We don't have anything planned yet. But I think my mom, who just came back from Montego Bay, Grand Cayman, and Cozumel, talked my wife into doing the glass bottom boat excursion. So we'll have to see how that goes.
Those are like hit and miss with me. Some of them are good and some of them are terrible.
Yeah.
He's retired. He doesn't work. He works at home, selling travel and insurance and going cruising.
Yeah.
Are you talking about me?
Yes.
Yeah, you take a vacation whenever you want to, if you're a travel agent.
Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes they have like these seminars at sea where that you still pay for your cruise, but then you're working whenever you get there. I don't know that I'm going to be attending too many of those.
And Bone Tire says You're still at it. Yes, my dear. Yes. You said
Yes.
you had a busy evening, so we're here waiting for you. So
That's
as
how
long
we
as
do.
you're busy, we're busy here too. Okay.
That's how we
Yep.
I
roll.
get the feeling someone is watching
Watching
us.
us. Yeah, that's right.
Right. Yeah. And she is. She is watching us. Um, Rob says you should do the took down the river in Jamaica. I don't plan to do anything in Jamaica because I keep
No.
hearing things are. Grand Cayman.
I did.
Go ahead.
I did something similar. I did. It was cave tubing, but it was basically a river that went through caves in Belize. Um, but it was all the way out near the Guatemalan border.
Yeah.
So it took literally an hour and a half in a bus to
Yep.
get there and an hour and a half back. But it was pretty amazing.
So Grand Cayman. I hope to get out and go wet my feet on the water, and definitely Paradise Beach. And when we get to Cozumel.
I've had bad luck at Grand Cayman. I mean, I don't know. It's just last 3 times I've been there. It's just been crazy. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not going. Maybe I'm not booking the right excursions or going with the right people. But hopefully, I can turn that around. I mean, it's a beautiful place, you know.
It is.
But Carnival, the way they do their excursions is crazy. I mean, they want to jam everybody into like. I mean, because when I was there this last time, there was like 3 or 4 ships in, and they want to jam everybody into like 4 little tents, and you're like stepping on each other's feet. There's people, just cutting lines, and you don't even know what's going on. So I'm out on the excursions in Grand Cayman. If I go there again, I'm just gonna do my own thing. I think.
I think that's what we did. Like first time I went to Grand Cayman, we took an island tour that included a stop at the turtle farm. That was pretty fun. Um, we went to Hell, and of course, everybody's got to go to Hell when you're in Grand Cayman. Um, so then we went the second time I was there. Somehow I let my wife talk me into going to Stingray City. Never doing that again ever in my entire life. I was never, when Keith asked me tonight on his live, what was the scariest movie I ever, saw or whatever, it should have been a movie of myself being in Stingray City.
Oh wow.
Because I was really, really not digging that at all. And then the next time I went to Grand Cayman, we just kind of went off on our own and walked around.
Yeah.
Checked the place out, stuff like that. And the turtle farm was pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely something, if you're into something like that or whatever, it was definitely something cool to do. I would not do Stingray City again. And as far as an island tour, there's not a whole lot to see on that island. I think one of the best island tours I ever had was in Honduras. Not only did I see, basically all of Roatan, but we also went to this eco park where they had like monkeys and sloths and stuff like that. And what was really cool is all these like monkeys are like running loose. Like not all of the monkeys. Some of the monkeys are actually caged up, but whatever species that monkey is that you always see in the movies, that's basically all black, but it has a white face.
Yeah.
Right.
Those things are jumping all around. They're out in the open, and they will just jump out of nowhere and land on your shoulder and just sit there. And they're really pretty cool. And that was a really great experience. I mean, I don't know how many times I would want to do it in my life, but if you have never done it, you should do it because it's a pretty cool experience.
I think
I
Claude
did
has
the
that video.
sloths and monkeys on the vloggers cruise.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. I plan on doing it
Yeah.
again next year with my daughters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw somebody get their backpack stolen by the monkeys in Belize, and
They tried to go in my backpack. They grabbed the Ziploc bag out of it.
jungle. And the guy took off.
Drugs,
I don't know if he ever got it.
drugs.
That didn't come out of my bag.
That's not mine.
Monkeys are, hey, party time.
Yeah.
Drugs.
The monkey.
Jeremy, are you blocking yourself out of eating that gorgeous toast?
Hey man,
What are you
I'm not
doing?
gonna contaminate your show by eating on camera, but I'm still here with you, in spirit and in gut.
Why don't you let us see you devour that gorgeous butter toast?
Oh, well, I mean, if you're down, hey, I'm
Yes.
doing it.
Yes.
I almost got it going, man.
I want
It's
somebody here to
toast.
suffer.
No,
It's toast with butter on it. It's toast with butter on it.
butter
It's
toast.
toast with butter on it.
It's butter toast.
Do it for the views. Come on now.
Yeah.
It's toast with butter on it.
Hey man, however you cut it, it's really tasty.
That's what Scott says.
Yeah. But
Jeremy and me say toast with butter. Yeah, he was all the way saying solid toast.
Yeah.
Now he's saying he's finally jumping in the wagon. We're bringing butter in, so we're fine. Little by little, he'll eventually say butter toast.
Butter toast.
Don't be blocking yourself out. We see you.
Butter.
Butter. Yum yum.
Yep.
I would agree that it's cheese toast. I would agree that it's, let me think of something else. But butter toast, no. It's just
cinnamon
with
toast,
butter
too.
on it. Yeah, cinnamon toast.
Right.
But
French
it's just regular toast is just toast with butter on it.
Butter toast, butter.
Butter toast.
And a homeboy over there is eating brittle. Butter toast.
Hey guys,
butter toast.
I'm gonna take off for the evening.
Oh my.
I got like another 10 minutes to go if you want to wait, or otherwise you could go ahead and go.
I'm good. I've been setting up the studio today. I'm tired.
So that's what she said.
Well,
I'm pretty good because I had a nice nap on Bimini Beach today. So.
Oh,
must be nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how the other half.
And he left us too. What the?
He's out.
And then there was four.
Who else left?
Mike. Miguelito.
Oh, Mike left.
Man.
Middle.
He took it.
Hell, he's on Mountain Time. It's still like Wheel of Fortune time shit out there.
9:49. It's not even 10 o'clock
out there. Come on.
Yeah, it's not even 10 o'clock in Alberta.
The sun ain't even down.
Well, I guess when you gotta go, you gotta go. Like like they say in Jurassic Park. Guess when you gotta go, you gotta go. No shit.
Yep.
He did one, and the dinosaur followed him. T-Rex went.
When I got into Orlando the other day, I had a rental car for one day, driving out here to get on Seaside, and it was a Chevy Malibu, and I have come to the conclusion that Americans really suck at making cars, like that was like the worst car I've ever driven in my life. When I dropped it off at the rental car agency, I said to the woman, I said, I know you probably don't have any control over this today. I said, but I'm going to be back in 3 days to get another car. If there's any way to make sure it's not an American car, I would really appreciate that.
Ouch.
They don't even make size cars anymore. Hardly. I mean,
yeah.
They're all like.
I mean, that was just horrible. I know Ford doesn't make cars anymore, right? But I don't know what year Chevy Malibu this was, but it only had like 5,900 miles on it, so it had to be a 23. But it was just
their Toyota family.
All right. Oh, what a feeling.
See, believe it or not, right? Everybody we have Hyundais, except for my son. He has a Kia. Now, that's a completely different situation. I won't go into right now, but
They're same company.
we all have Hyundais, and we have had nothing but absolute success with those Hyundais. They have been so problem free, and they have held up and held together. Just really a dream to drive. No problems with them whatsoever. Really very happy with those Hyundais. So,
Well, I got a Chevy, but of course mine's a truck, and I haven't had any issues with it so far. I mean, now granted,
I have
I
an Equinox like
don't drive
like
as
Ross
much.
is saying.
Yeah.
I drive a Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. That car's been through hell. It's been hit heavily. It's almost 7 years old. It has about 60 something thousand miles on it only. But it's been tough. I mean, it's been hit and all that, replaced 3 times, and still kicking. So, it's nice to drive it. Alice loves driving it. She's the one driving it now most of the times. So I don't have a problem with it.
So my wife has a 2011 Hyundai Sonata Limited. About 3 years ago, 4 years ago, maybe. Turns out that was the first year that they made this new model Sonata. At that time, it used to be this like standard kind of boxy looking Camry kind of looking car. But then they went to this like new design. So they had like a new body, new engine, new transmission, new everything, right?
Yeah.
Well, apparently when they were boring out all of the holes for the engine block, the method they used to clear out all of the metal shavings was different when they first manufactured that engine versus the second half of the year or something or whatever. It ended up resulting in you potentially having problems down the road. So they had sent out this recall information. Probably wasn't more than maybe a month or two after that, we started hearing this knocking in the engine. They ended up taking the car in, manufacturing a completely new engine for the car, and installing it. It took them like 4 months to do that. They paid for a rental car for the whole 4 months, and manufactured a completely brand new engine and put it in the car and extended the warranty by an additional 40,000 miles. No questions asked. Absolutely no questions asked. So, could not be happier with that.
So she's got a Chevy truck also.
Only issue I have with my Chevy is the first Equinoxes that came out, they put this engine in them and it burns oil. And and there's no oil light to tell you that your oil is low. So if you don't keep checking it, it'll you'll run right out of oil.
Oops.
Yep.
That's what I did yesterday.
When I first met my wife, she had something basically an Equinox. It was basically an Equinox, but it was a Pontiac Torrent.
I had a Buick Arrow for a little bit.
It was garbage. So.
Scott, Rob wants to know if you will drive a Subaru.
I would drive anything other than an American car.
Okay.
I mean, I don't get American cars very often as rentals, but every single time I do, they're garbage. So I think the last time I was down here, in this kind of same scenario where I was getting off a 3-day cruise and spending a week in Orlando and coming back, I got a Camry, had some type of Camry Sport or something like that or whatever. That was really nice. The only thing I hated about that thing, and I had to Google how to turn it off, and because there was no manual in it, I had to Google how to turn it off. If I tried to change lanes without my turn signal on, when I would pull the wheel to change lanes, it would actually fight me and try to pull the car itself would try to pull the wheel back.
Oh.
But if I had my turn signal on, it would turn like it would be smooth like butter. But if my turn signal was not on and I wanted to change lanes, it would fight me and I would have to like literally force the wheel down in order to change a lane. And it was a feature, and I was eventually able to Google on how to turn that off, and I turned it off, and it didn't give me any grief anymore. Because I'm from Pennsylvania, and the last thing Pennsylvanians do is use turn signals.
Those roads are bad too.
The worst roads in the union.
Nobody down here uses turn signals either. So.
Mike, that's why I was freaking out, like going like, okay, what is this about?
Yeah, I was trying to throw some shade at somebody, but I sent it to you instead.
I think you got the right person now. So I need to my GF dad. She's very nervous about her car right now. I need to tell my girlfriend that. Oh, I guess. Sure. I guess she needs to tell her girlfriend what was going on with the car. So I don't know. I'm very happy with. With the car we have. It's been. I'm telling you. When we lived in Virginia, we had a Ford.
Yeah, Ford Taurus.
A Ford Taurus, 06, and
close to 100,000. I would thought of looking at the cars, John.
Yeah, we were down here at checking out. We came down for vacation, and we were talking about updating the into another vehicle. So our nephew here, he was working at the Mitsubishi dealership down in La Grange, south of Noonan here in Georgia. So we talked about him at the house and everything, but at the last minute, we never went to the dealership. So me and Alice, we got in the car and left again. When we hit North Carolina, it started giving us problems. It broke down and everything. So we got it fixed. And then driving back, as soon as we got into Virginia, it did the same thing again. So we pulled up into somebody else, and another $200 got it fixed. We're on the road. We're hitting the road again. Even brand new battery and everything in it. We take off. And the moment I hit leap from 85 into 95, 85 into 95, start doing that again. The like hopping and like it was dying and suffocating. And I said to Alice, we're not stopping until we get to the hotel. That intersection crossing into the hotel, you better close your eyes because I am going in. I am not gonna stop. Man, as soon as we get there, she's praying and she's going like, I'm telling you, we get to the exit, there's cars coming. I went in, I was able to move to the inside lane, took the turning lane into the hotel. There were cars coming. I got in front of them, made it to the spot, shut the car off, dead. He killed the battery, and the car died on us again. It was killed us. It was a bad starter, and the two pieces that they never replaced. They replaced the battery and other stuff, but they never changed the starter. So he killed the battery again. So she ended up calling John down here, our nephew, and let him know what was going on. He says, "Well, we deliver." And I looked at her like, "What's he talking about?" So we could deliver our car to you guys. I got So I said, let's start the paperwork. 2 days later, 2 guys showed up in the car and brought it from down here to Georgia all the way to Virginia. And then the other car, we end up donating it to a place in Virginia. They kept it. They at the hotel and everything. About a month later, we received the plates from the car, which we have to return to get the New York plates and all that for the Mitsubishi in New York. So we had a hell of a good experience. But I'm telling you, he had the car delivered all the way from down here up to us, and he says that they do all that all the way to New Jersey. They will deliver a car if they have to a customer. So hell of a good service. Now he's working for BMW here in Southwest Atlanta now. So he's trying every time we go there. He's like, "Here, I got something to show you." I'm like, no. Car's paid up. I don't want to get into another bill. No, I can't afford it right now. So, but he's always going, "Come here. I got an SUV for you to look at." No. Get away from me. I am not doing that. No, not right now. Sometimes I do feel like we need another vehicle, but a used little truck or something to have here in the house. But so far, we've been doing okay. So I don't have to go to too many appointments or anything like that. So we'll see. Maybe in a couple of years we'll see what we look into it. So
I mean, my car
my
only
car
has
is
about
paid off.
70,000 miles on it, so it's not near needing to be replaced. But with as much as they are charging for cars these days, and all the crap that the dealers want to add on and this and that and everything else, I would sooner just pay like 10 grand for a new engine in the existing car I have, which would basically just make it like a new car again, than to have to go through the crap of dealing with a dealer and haggling with them and getting them to take off all the extra crap they always put on and this and that and going through this. Just, I wouldn't want to do it.
that's right. Yep.
So,
Well, I definitely won't buy. I won't buy new anymore. I'll buy used from now on.
Yeah.
Because it's just too much for a new car these days. And
yeah.
I've been getting used cars that are brand new with like 10 to 15,000 miles on them, and you're paying way less than what they would have been on right off the showroom.
Yeah,
right.
The truck I have right now, when I bought it, it had like 700 miles on it, and so, but I got it at the used car price, and it was practically brand new. With that few miles on it. So
yeah.
Ross said that he has 42K on one and 3,700 on the other. I think we have like 65,000 on it on our Mitsubishi. Yeah.
Actually, my Equinox had 39,000 on it when I bought that, and it's a 2013. I bought it like 5 years ago, and it's been a good car. And I only paid 13 grand, 13.5 for it, and like I said, it only had 39,000 miles on it, and it has like all the bells and whistles on it.
Yeah,
right.
My car is a 2013, and like I said, I have about 70,000 miles on it. But my wife's car is an 11, but it has a brand new engine in it. So,
well, that was when I bought it. It has like 100 and some thousand miles on it now. Because when I was driving to work, I was driving to Reston, Herndon area in Virginia, which is 2 hours each way.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Wow.
Rose has 2020 Equinox LP and 23 Equinox RS. Two Chevy trucks.
Yep.
SUVs, but no, all we have is the one in me and my walker and a couple bikes and the ride-on lawnmower that I need to get checked out. I did something to it that is not the blade is not going, so hopefully I'm hoping it's the belt that I just broke.
Belt, probably.
Yeah, really quick replace.
My son tried to tell me last time when I got back from my Maravilla cruise, he tried to tell me that life would be easier if I would buy a riding mower. And I told him, no, actually life would be easier if you didn't let the grass get so long before you mow it.
True.
Yeah.
Yep. Like every 2 weeks.
I was like, if you don't let, I was like, you know, if you don't wait for the grass to get, you know, like 10 feet tall,
Then forget
then
about
you'll be able to get through it no problem with the push mower. And it's a self-propelled push mower at that, right? So all he has to really do is squeeze the trigger and walk along with it.
That's what I need.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. All right, guys. I think it's time to wrap it up. Mike looks like he needs some sleepy time. Alice has volunteer work to do tomorrow at the church, and she's making French toast in the morning. So,
nice.
Yes.
Wow.
She's gonna make some buttered toast too.
Yes. French toast. I would love to have some butter toast now, but I don't want to eat too much bread. So I want to save it for.
Listen, if you have a Trader Joe's near you,
not down here.
okay. But if you do, go there and get a loaf of the sliced brioche bread and use that to make your French toast. It's amazing.
Okay. Gotta write that down. Next time I go to, hopefully they have something like that in Kroger, because they do some specialty prices there too. So hopefully, I don't think there's a Trader Joe's down here. Maybe one in Newnan, maybe Atlanta, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I just want to get some New York bagels too, myself. Making a honey frying turkey press on the smoker Sunday. Thanks a lot. Why don't you bring that down here? Do it at my house.
What time is dinner?
Yeah. What time? So we all hop in and go to Chicago somehow. I'm sorry, Scott. Chicago. Scott is going to be in the ocean. He won't make it. I get his portion.
Me and Scott will be having turkey on the Maravilla.
Yes, we will. Yep. I'm very curious to find out what the Italians do with American Thanksgiving dinner.
Yep. My son is like, they better have a good Thanksgiving dinner because he loves turkey. I
don't know. The Italians that we went every year in Dykehurst, Brooklyn, which are their family of Alice, there was a turkey because part of the dinner, but it was all Italian stuff. Nothing. They had meatballs. They had the different cheeses, different meats, the salamis, the genoas, all that stuff. They have tiramisu. They have Italian cookies. They had a whole bunch of stuff. Nothing. The only thing that was there was turkey. Everything else was no green beans, no mashed potatoes, none of that. And I loved it. I love going there and eating all that ham, pepperoni, and all the cheese and all that. Something different. So in Puerto Rico, we don't do turkey either. You get pork and a bunch of different stuff. So that's just here. So and you eat and go to sleep watching football and watching the Detroit Lions, which they're doing good this year. So
yep.
Yeah, I'll give him
Bill's
credit.
excited.
Scott is showing out his ball head. Putting his finger on the lens. All right. Might not have a traditional Thanksgiving dinner on the ship. Ooh.
No, I was going in and looking at the chat.
Okay.
It was my finger.
Yes, I know. I saw that. All Hi guys. Thank you for popping in tonight and hanging out. And he left us just
He's
like
out.
that. Okay. How rude. Everybody in the chat, thank you very much for hanging out too. Everybody have a great weekend. Start your weekend pretty cool. Stay out of trouble. You know how it is, fellows. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Mike and Mike, ESPN. Mike and Mike. There you go.
That's
And
it.
that's something.
That's
So,
right.
everybody we do turkey, crown roast, and prime rib for Thanksgiving and Christmas on the smoker and grills. Ooh.
Tell you what, I'm about to move in with Ross.
Yeah.
You got that right. And Denise, thank you, and you have a great night too. And hopefully, we'll see you in the morning. There's some stuff going on, and yes, no bail money. If you're traveling, stay out of trouble. I don't have any money for bail.